Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. We are Castle Killbride on the Killcast with the mighty Beardbarian, and we bring you the news. Well, we would, but we're too depressed, as Han Solo was brutally raped by a band of blue hairs on screen.
And here we go. So what do you guys think about the Solo movie?
I'm trying to picture that, and it's just going right through me. I cannot picture Harrison Ford at any age submitting to that kind of behavior. I just can't do it. I clearly haven't seen it, but I can't imagine it. It can't happen. It's not true.
Don't watch it. Do not watch the Solo movie. I don't care how much you love. If you love Star Wars, you won't, because there's a boycott going around, as a lot of people know. And there's every reason to follow that boycott, because there's one particular person at the very top. She's the lady, I forget her name.
Kathleen Kennedy.
Yes, Kennedy. Of course, it's a fuck. There's always a Kennedy at the bottom of all of these problems. But yes, Kathleen Kennedy, that was handed off the Lucasfilm enterprise by Lucas himself as his kind of second hand, I guess. But she's fucking it up. She's ruining everything.
It's a real shame, because if you look at the movies she produced, in the past, she has done most of the greatest epic movies from like the 80s and the 90s and even the 2000s. And when she just became the head of Lucasfilms, I don't know, a bug crawled in her ass.
Maybe she was possessed.
Oh, and by the way, I'm the band logo today.
Yes. Google, for some reason, hates us, and Chrome would not let us load in Chrome, which is what you have to do if you want to set up these things, at least in our experience and in the experience of people we've talked to. And so it wouldn't work for us, so we had to get Jeg on the Killbride logo, so he gets to be Castle Killbride this time, and we're just random assholes, Jamie and I. For those of you who do not know, Jameson is our lead guitarist and singer, so he's technically the mouthpiece of the band. I'm not sure what the hell I'm doing here. Wow, we have a busy chat. Yes. Hello, chat.
Hello, chat. We have just now recognized you.
Yeah, we need to go look at the chat.
Yeah, I might have been tweeting it out and hanging out in the chat for a little while.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
You are hero status for sure. You can close some of those tabs. I have like 1,000 tabs open, and none of them are porn, by the way. Go me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack hits it on the head. Random assholes are fun to hang out with. Exactly.
Yeah. Hell yes.
90% of all my tabs open right now is porn, and it's a lot. There's a reason I rigged this bitch up with a shit ton of RAM. There is a lot of porn open.
How much RAM you got?
16 right now, but I can expand it to 32 with just one card.
That's so cute. We have 32.
Yeah, but you don't know what kind of graphics card I'm running too.
Yeah. We're stuck with a 960 fucking GT or whatever it is now. I don't know.
Mine's a 1050.
At the time I got this in 2015, so I was like, okay, so what the fuck are we watching? And then, or what the fuck is the best thing available at the time? And I didn't know that there was a bunch of new ones about to come out, so I just grabbed it. But anyway, as for who everyone else is, I just want to say this real quick. I am basically nobody. I'm kind of the graphics person and whatever. Many of you know me. Yeah, I'm the manager of that. Lyrics. I do random crap. But guys, if you've seen Toxoplasma Gandhi on any of Magog or Beard stuff, that would be me. Mwah.
Shameless self-masturbation.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, he just went on my account. Yeah, that's me. Hi.
Yep.
Groupie.
But going back to
enough of the band for that to count.
Yeah. We try to get our fucking lead guitarist out here, and he will not. To be fair, he lives in California. It's fairly early for him over there.
And he runs 2 restaurants, so.
Yeah, he's a busy dude. He's got a life, unlike the rest of us. I think that's really what it boils down to.
It'd also help if I sent the link to him.
Oh, yeah. We should try anyway, just to see. Did. Okay, but he's rarely ever in here. We send him every link every week, and he just doesn't show up. He says he will, and then he won't. Hello, Stoned Monkey Productions. Hello, nice to see you.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, yeah, we've got a great little group in here. I'm happy to see everyone.
Party.
Yeah, hell yeah, party with Beard. I mean, we've been saying, you know, man, I wish he was on the other side of Canada so he could come hang out with us, but unfortunately, he's on way over there in the California half.
Oh no, I'm okay with it. See, if I was out there, I would be surrounded by snobby, stuck-up, little entitled pieces of shit, in between the waves of the very blue hairs that ruined Solo. So I appreciate being in the middle of the butt fucking nowhere on the opposite side of the country. It's very calm over here.
Now, I have seen a very interesting article, and it got me thinking. Vermont, the state of Vermont, is paying people 10 grand to move out there and work from home under some sort of business or whatever. So that might be like the perfect, you know, balance between like Canada and not living in fucking Canada.
Well, Jameson we've talked for a while and decided the South, or not the South, if the US ever goes, well, to hell in a handbasket, essentially, assuming Canada doesn't go there first, which is a logical leap to begin with. But if that is by any means the chance, he's got basically a path to citizenship. His dad's a full-blooded Canuck.
Yep.
Wait, if the U.S. goes to hell in a handbasket, your first plan is to go to the country that is probably going to go to hell before us?
I just said that. But in the event that it doesn't, our plan is, there's a lot of Canada that is completely unoccupied. Nobody lives there.
Yeah, there's a shit ton in the middle of the U.S. and Alaska, too.
Yeah, that's true.
And there's a steady supply of fucking guns and oil.
Yep. Alaska would be a good place to live. I've thought about that also. I happen to be one of those weird fucks that loves the cold. So that works out well
me
for me,
too.
too. Yeah, I love the cold. Yes. Love the ice that hits my skin.
I am okay with the cold if there's snow on the ground and I got something to do.
That's
which I like to hunt. Which I like to hunt, so, you know, I got something to do.
Snow castles?
Snowmen?
Ice Fortress, buddy. Think big.
Jake could finally build himself a GF, a girlfriend, using snow. He could finally have himself a girlfriend, and he can hope that she'll come to life one day.
Or better yet, build a snowman and use that as a shooting target.
Oh, okay.
Look, if I wanted to fuck an icy vagina, I'd try and hit on Anita Sarkeesian.
I'm not even sure if it's icy. I think it's just...
Well, it's been thawed out, obviously.
Yeah,
well, whether or not it's frozen, it is definitely a desert down there of some kind.
Yes, absolutely. I think it's just dry. It's just dry and leathery and unwelcoming, and it's
guaranteed little to no life.
Yes, exactly. I think even the microbiota there has just died. Like, you're never going to see any kind of yeast infection there because it's all dead. Even whatever extremophile you can find cannot handle. Okay, I'm making biology jokes. I should just shut up. You guys go.
Well, you need moisture to have a yeast infection, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, precisely. Yes. And what the chat is making a very good point about the Vermont situation is what they don't tell you is they'll probably tax you to fucking death and you'll be at below minimum wage. Yeah.
I don't know. I thought Vermont was fairly libertarian when it comes to that. I mean, Bernie Sanders, but he's going to die soon.
You know, he's talking about a 2020 run. This motherfucker does not know when the game is up. Like, you think after seeing him buy like his third mansion with what he got from his campaign last time, they're going to support him this time? Is he insane?
Vermont has a top tax rate of 95%. It only applies to those making over basically 400,000.
Wow.
Okay, that's not horrible.
But the local state taxes range from 6 to 7%.
Yes, Bernie is an idiot, Jack T. Ripper. Bernie is absolutely a moron.
I like you, Jack.
Yeah,
Jack is good people. He's very good people.
Jay, give Jack a rent for that comment.
How do I do that? Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Yes, the Random Tangent stream is a great name for this. That's what we do.
Yeah.
We talk about random shit. What this really is we are a band. You can see the video we made for Beardy. We're going in a little bit of a different direction than that from now on. But yeah, in between recording and all the other shit, we just come by here to say hello and talk to you guys. And once we have our first album out and we're more established, this will be how we connect to our base. But I think that if we got established then did this, it would seem a bit what's the word I'm looking for here? Shilly, maybe?
I don't know. I wasn't paying
It would
attention.
it would seem shilly, and that it seems like, oh, hey, we're big, rich, and important. We're coming here from a state where we're saying we're not important. We are nobody, and we just want to say hi. We're just one of you, and that's what we always want to be.
Now, I'll say
that's the point of
this.
this.
Shilling is perfectly acceptable as long as you're not a whore. And those are two different things. You can
I'm a whore.
Yeah, you can chill and keep your artistic integrity. Well, you know what? Let me rephrase that. Not whore, but sell out.
One thing about the music, since you guys are talking about it.
Say what now?
This intelligent man sitting next to me here, we're using the same one, obviously. We're a married couple.
Yeah, real quick. The lady is the band groupie, so.
Yeah, I'm not a
no manager. Groupies get passed around.
Yeah, I'm not a groupie. In fact, we married before we were even a band, you cuck. But he did have all this stuff written. By the way, this is the guy who wrote everything, and everybody else kind of their parts. They wrote their own parts, but he wrote kind of the ideas for the songs. Welcome, Hulk Silk. Lord Beardy is indeed here. Wow, I'm stumbling
Beardbarian
on my
song
words
is
today.
like, I don't know, 5 years old now.
Is it really the music you wrote for it?
Yeah.
You wrote that thing 5 years ago?
Damn.
Oh,
Yeah.
some of the
That's
other stuff
fucking
that's
awesome.
older than that. Yeah, and we were looking through to see if there's anything we'd already made that we could make into, because he's got tons of and lots of bands do this.
Oh yeah, I've got too many just songs where it's like, fuck, well, I got melodies. I don't know what the fuck to put to it.
Yeah, and we've got tons of those lying around. We were looking for something with kind of a barbarian kind of, that sort of feel. And then we came across what would eventually become your song, and it was perfect.
It is. It was fucking fantastic. I guess you guys haven't seen the new title sequence, but I made it the new title sequence piece.
Oh, I will go check. Yes, I haven't gotten to watch a lot
Complete
of
with a big Castle Kill, title song by Castle Killbride right there, big letters in the intro, whole bunch of badass new footage for it. It's dope. It has been placed front and center, and it's going to sit there for quite a while. I've still got the links all at the end of it and in the descriptions and everything, so it's going to be there for a while, coming back in people's faces. So I'm hoping that it drags some folks in, because that thing was fucking awesome.
And then after it's been there for a while, we write a new song.
Yeah, exactly. And then it just keeps refreshing.
Yeah, we're just waiting on Magog to post his song.
No, it's not Magog we're waiting on. It's me we're waiting on. I have to do the artwork because Magog, I told him, look, you're in a do or die time right now. So I don't want to give you all the work of making the video, and you need to be working for you. So now we're having to wait for me. And the problem is that I keep being sick. Like last week I was too sick to even be on here. Today it was a big question mark, but I feel better today. So hopefully I can get back to working on this thing. The problem is, too, that Magog gave me the bright idea, so now I have to go in and redo a part of it. So I got to do that. Yeah, but I'm glad Magog gave us that idea, because that's what I've been trying to tell Jamie. He wouldn't listen to me. He did listen to Magog, so it works.
So speaking of
mascot.
So going back to redos and women who can't make art, I did actually see Solo. Epic segue, motherfucker.
Indeed.
I did see Solo, and y'all saying don't see it. I say don't see it not because it's wholeheartedly offensive, but because it is fucking boring. Holy shit! I would have actually loved it to have been more SJW and been laughably bad like Last Jedi, but god damn, it was boring. Especially since the weekend before, I went and saw Deadpool 2, which I liked, but it did play safe.
That's what I've heard.
It's not bad. It just plays safe. It just didn't have that edge. Also, no titties, and that's a little disappointing. I wanted to see some titties on the big screen. But just holy shit, it was so dull. And even like all the iconic Solo things, like his gun, how his fucking last name came to be, just all these tiny things, they're just sort of hand waved on there, like, okay, you got him now. Okay.
I've heard they made him a total cuck too, just in every way. Casey Beardman. You know what? Everybody's getting a wrench.
You can't wrench these people.
Oh shit. Jeg, wrench everybody. Wrench. All these people are here early on. Everyone wrench. Pass out the wrenches up the wrench no state. Up the wrench, no stay.
We can't.
Yeah, we can't. He has to. It has to be him.
Brad Young says, "Hey, Brady, is the gaming channel new, or did you change the name?" I purged a channel and then renamed it, so it would have only gaming videos on it and nothing else.
Wow.
And yes, Beard, next time, put more naked midgets wielding axes.
Yes, that is a request.
Yes.
I will totally try and do that because I've got good news. I don't know if anybody paid full attention when I did the silly video, but I am filming the fully choreographed visual storytelling video that's going to go with that shows the entire stories being told in the song. I did the lyric video because I didn't have time to film the one I want, but now I'm collecting the actors and getting them on payroll and getting them in contracts, so they have to do this shit for me. And then I'm filming the proper fucking music because it needs a proper video. That was just to get it out right away.
Now we need to go back.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Well, now we need to go back and do a remaster of that song, make it sound good, give it some nice bottom out.
Can we? Like, since he's going to upload it anyway, we might as well. Jeg, get on that ASAP, please.
James,
That's basically what I do.
You re-record those guitars with a little bit of fucking bass in them. Good God, are they top heavy?
He wants everything to sound like "And Justice for All." That's his problem.
It just happened that way.
No, it didn't. No,
well, a lot of that happened because I accidentally did edit myself out on the basis, by the way, and the editor.
Yeah, he does all the mixing. This is the mix man right here. By the way, just some trivia. This motherfucker is like 5'5" or 6'5", and that's ridiculous. And people that tall should not be allowed to live.
He also has a size 16 shoe.
Yeah.
Why are y'all so fucking amazed that I'm a giant?
Because, like, I've been to Denmark, and don't get me wrong, that was, like, average there. But you just don't see it here. You just don't. Like,
okay.
I dated a guy that was your height one time. He was absolutely insane and a huge alcoholic. But still, it's really weird. Like, I
see it in, like, 1 in every 40 people out here.
Y'all would be amazed at my family reunion. I got like 30 female cousins that are like 6'2".
Jeg, you're
I blame Magog. Always blame Magog.
You're supposed to grow out, not up.
No, not all bassists are fat. My dad was actually very thin when he was a bassist.
Well, he was on
I don't know of that many fat bassists to begin with. Unless they're black. I don't know why black bassists are always fat.
Waist length hair.
Yeah, Jag needs to grow his hair out. That's what we've been pushing. 6'6". Holy shit. And hello, Mrs. Beardy. Hello.
Oh, hey,
oh shit, she's watching me.
Is that the real Mrs. Beardy, or is that somebody?
Oh, that is the real Mrs. Beardy.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Okay, your husband is
my dad actually beats you out. My dad, before he got old, was 6'7". That's where I get it from.
Damn.
Thank you, Hawk Silk. And yes, everybody else here does music. I do lyrics and art. So that's kind of what I do. And also I do the managing. I'm like the who's doing what. Okay, you need to get on this. You need to get on. I'm that person. I have to bitch them out sometimes.
The cat herder.
So Hawk Silk is offering to be a sub. Anyone in here want to be the dom?
Oh my god.
What?
And Glitch.
He's talking BDSM.
We don't do any of that stuff. I assume that's a question for Beard because we don't do any voice acting or anything.
What? What was the question? Are you going to implement voice actors? I think it'll loop a while, but it's good to see things are progressing. I'm mostly just doing my own voice acting right now, but I am bringing in other people slowly.
Speaking of voice acting, that reminds me of how I discovered Beardbarian. It was actually not from this band. It was 2 days previous, and you know Adam Groff, right, Beard? Popcake Studios.
So. Yes.
Sailor Jew with cancer. Yeah. He I think the band said like they were doing another song for another YouTuber besides Magog, and I missed whoever the name was, whatever like that. And then Adam says, "Oh hey, I'm doing a little voice role for Beardbarian where he plays like the voice of God, going, ooh, fine." And I'm like, "What? Why does that sound familiar?" Then I go to the band and it's like, "Hey, who's that YouTuber we were doing a video for?" And you go, "Beardbarian." I'm like, "Well, ain't that a fucking coincidence?"
Yeah, at that point, I was handing out little singular lines on Discord to try and get people ways to cameo my videos, because I don't really do response videos or the kind of stuff that people want to or can collab on. Like it's hard to do skits over the internet, but I'm getting towards creating more roles where it's one-off voices. But right now, all my voiceovers are repeat characters, so I'm doing those ones myself.
Neat.
Good job.
Well, speaking of,
There's no coincidence. There's only Beard. Yeah, I agree.
oh, real quick,
Yeah, that is
Jay,
true.
get on top of wrenching people.
Yeah, we got bad op code, no wrench. Guy needs a wrench.
Bad up code. Okay.
Yeah, bad op code.
I'm doing them as I see. I'm doing them as I see them, and when you start getting all this blue, the grays start being camouflaged.
So, speaking of voice acting, we have discussed doing Castle Killbride animations because right now all the cartoons and shit suck.
Yeah, which means I'm gonna have to learn to animate.
Goddamn
hang myself next
Thundercats.
weekend. Oh, Thundercats.
Yeah.
That hurt. That actually hurt me when it came out.
There we go. Stone Monkey
Productions
And-
and
I got 'em.
View. Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, what do you guys, Beard, have you seen anything about the new Thundercats? Did you watch it as a kid or anything, Thundercats?
I still watch Thundercats and have the first 2 seasons on DVD. I still watch those stupid cartoons. In fact, you'll find a lot of parallels between how I line up my lessons and stories to the general derpiness of Saturday morning cartoons, even down to the retro cartoonized sliding vintage beardy thing.
I love that, by the way. That is so aesthetic.
I've actually been the past couple of weeks of work. I've actually been watching, well, not watching, but listening to Thundercats episodes on my phone while I'm at work, like the classic '80s ones.
I fucking hate Snarf. I hate most of the secondary characters that they ever run into, but I love the storytelling structure. I love the little world and all the shit they got. Mum Ra is fucking hilarious. But some of it's stupid, a lot of it's great. But it's definitely not something that needed a reboot.
No, not at all.
It was
Let
so
us-
bad it didn't need a reboot. Yeah, because like Casey just mentioned, fuck Snarf. Fuck fucking Snarf.
Fucking yes.
I will say
Snarf.
there is one
reboot.
The 2011 reboot was actually really good. I'm going to say it.
Yeah, I never got around to watching it, but it did
I haven't
look.
seen it
It looked
either, but if
pretty
it's
good.
got Snarf in it, I'm out.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. There is Snarf, but he can't speak. They turned him into like an actual house cat. He cannot
Oh shit! Nice.
and he is adorable as fuck.
Oh,
Like-
fuck, that's hilarious.
Like you won't,
That's better, I
Yeah.
guess.
you would
That's
not
one-
believe how it is very adorable. They even take the Wily Kit and Wily Cat and give them proper voice actors, and they're also adorable as fuck. But they're funny. It's very respectful to the source material, and the animation's real good. It's a little bit more anime-ish, but modern anime-ish, which actually kind of is paying respects to the original, since that one was made by a lot of Japanese
style, anyways. Yeah. And like Brad Young says, though, Orko is better than Snarf, and that is exactly why I hated Snarf. I was a hardcore He-Man fan before I got into Thundercats, and I was like, Snarf sucks. He's just a wannabe knockoff of Orko, but more annoying. Fuck him. And I've held that stance ever since.
Am
Kind
I
of like
At least
that-
Orko went and became Dominions from League of Legends.
But am I the only one who likes what I consider a criminally underrated, surprisingly Disney? I think Disney just bought them cartoon, Gargoyles.
That show was fantastic.
That
but-
show was
Fuck
created
yes.
by Disney.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Wow,
Oh, yeah,
that's
it's been a
surprising.
Disney show through and through.
It's the same animation team they use for all their 90s shows, like Darkwing Duck and stuff like that. Didn't make it
It's just
good.
better. Yeah, it's so much better. I liked it as a kid because it didn't have any of the goofy ass cartoon shit in it. For the
That was
most
when they were
part.
releasing like Batman Beyond and that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Where it was like, let's get a little bit dark. It's near the end of the '90s now. And that was fantastic age for
Hell
animation.
yes.
Fucking great.
Quick, let's cash in on this before Justice League steals all our fucking audience.
Exactly. Hey, all the Gargoyles people, love all of you. You all deserve your wrenches. But Festival Frodo, love that name. That is
Fuck yeah.
mwah. Yeah, he
These
needs
are-
wrench.
Getting a wrench
There's
for
a
that.
really good crew coming in. Fuck yes.
Festival Frodo, is that a deleted character from Board of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, with Dildo Baggins. And
You know-
Dorito Baggins.
Jameson fucking said, we were talking about Lord of the Rings earlier because we've been rewatching old Star Wars shit. Like, at this point, we're like, hey, the prequels weren't so bad. That's how bad the new shit is.
You
But
know what? I'm gonna pull a razor fist on this, and I'm gonna say that the prequels are not as good as the originals, but I would hesitate to actually call them bad because they actually do exactly what Star Wars was always intended to do: be a throwback to old school Flash Gordon film serials.
mhm.
And let's face it, for as much as everyone pretends they hate those movies, we make a shit ton of memes and stuff off of those, do we not?
We sure as shit
We
do.
enjoy the fuck out of them. Maybe not for
Oh.
any like intended drama reasons, but we love those films. Let's not lie.
Yeah.
Well,
I
the Phantom Menace was pretty much boring throughout half the movie for me.
I like it solely because of Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
It was Qui-Gon's
Qui-Gon.
worst day ever.
Yeah, no
I
kidding.
like it solely because of the discussion I had with my father the day I went to watch it. That was
Aw.
the day he decided to try and have the sex talk with me.
Oh, wow.
We walked into the theater and he looks
We
at
need
me as we
details.
sit down and the opening scroll starts going at the screen and he goes, "Son, I know you have a girlfriend and I want to ask you, are you sexually active?" And I look up at him and I go, "Well, yes, Dad, I am. But don't worry, I know to stick my dick in a sock before I put it in her so we don't have kids." I didn't
Yeah.
clarify for a good 20 minutes while he just sat there staring at me, horrified. It was fucking beautiful. The rest of the movie was great. I didn't care. That was the greatest picture I could have had that day.
Holy shit. All right, we need some more good beard stories because that was amazing.
Oh God. You're
Cold
just a
Italian
Canadian
pizza,
version of
winter.
Adam.
Oh,
Yes. Darth
still a lot
Maul
of
was
stupid
also.
Brad Young had a good childhood, everybody.
Oh, Darth Maul was also cool. Oh, guess who
Yeah.
makes an appearance in Solo?
Yeah, I
We
know.
found
What?
out about that. We haven't actually watched it.
That
Yeah, they
I-
pulled the Darth Maul from the animated TV shows they've been doing, Clone Wars and Rebels. Rebels
Yeah.
sucks, Clone Wars is great. Where he has robot legs and he's running like these giant crime syndicates. And at one point, I believe he was in control of Mandalore because he took it over. He's the guy. He's the puppet master in Solo. And
That
it is
is-
the most awkward and dumb reveal ever because he's
But
almost
even in the episodes of the cartoon they put him in, he's still menacing and evil, but he's not a fucking mastermind crazy motherfucker that can change it. He was just an angry son of a bitch that wanted to kill people for fun.
Yeah, no.
The fuck?
But I will say this: they did actually think ahead enough to get Ray Park back into the makeup. So there was that.
That's good. That's good at least.
I love Ray Park. He needed to be in
So-
more movies. Too bad he's like 50-ish now.
Yeah, no kidding.
So what are they saying that Darth Maul is Snoke or some shit? Are they trying
No,
to
they're
play
saying
that out,
Darth
or-
Maul now runs an entire crime syndicate that rivals the Hutts. And he's going to be probably the main antagonist in what they wanted to be like a series of films in the Solo franchise.
They were gonna make it into a series. Are you
They
fucking
set it
joking?
up to be an entire series.
Of course they did. That's
Oh
how
my
Disney works. Everything
And
is a franchise. That's why you get
Of
all
course.
the spin-off movies. Remember Aladdin Goes to the Dentist?
Oh yeah, and Lando's now a pansexual.
Yeah, what the fuck is up with Lando Calrissian being a fucking
He-
pansexual?
He was our.
He was
smooth
really close with
talking-
that stupid fucking robot feminist, and they tried. The
Okay,
robot
okay,
was the
what-
one making the sex jokes. He
When
wasn't.
when you say pansexual, do you mean he continued on being a pimp that was just like, "Hey, I like your legs. Open them, biatch," regardless of whether it was male or female or an alien? Or do you mean he was some flimby, nimby, bimby little shit?
They probably meant the latter, but none of that either really showed up in the movie. He was kind of more of a cunt in the movie.
He wasn't alpha, that's what I've heard. He wasn't alpha at all.
Yeah, he was.
He
He
our-
was
Well, Alpha thinks
he was a
so.
cheating little bitch that had the Millennium Falcon. What do they call it when they put the lock on your car? Impounded.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, he had the Millennium Falcon impounded, and that was a thing.
I mean, he was our smooth talking ladies man. Where did that go?
Probably.
I don't really care if he's fucking everything under the sun, as long as he's still smooth talking criminal mastermind Lando Calrissian, who's gonna
fuck your wife and steal her purse at the same time.
He really wasn't. He was just kind of more eye rolling, like you're full of shit, kind of Lando.
Oh,
Sounds like he was kind of gay, honestly.
I wouldn't even say gay.
No.
Come on, let's be honest. Nobody in these movies has any sexuality. The new Star Wars movies are the most asexual movies I have ever seen and have some of the ugliest fucking cast I have ever seen.
Oh,
I don't
my
know, man. Ip Man fighting in space was badass. I don't care about anything else they do. They put Ip Man fighting people with freaking Wing Chun in space. I'm sold.
You know what else? Here's something interesting. We could have gotten Clint Eastwood's son, which, by the way, if you've not seen a picture of him, looks like a goddamn clone.
Eastwood.
He looks, yeah, Scott Eastwood looks exactly like his father.
Oh, he would have made a great Mandalorian.
Yeah, no, we almost had him as Han Solo.
Oh shit!
That would have worked.
Damn.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah.
He was in the last few people that they were looking through. He was in the last list.
Actually,
And
they're actually getting the guy who made the movie Logan to do the Boba Fett movie.
that might be better because
Scott
Logan was
Eastwood
good.
as
Yeah, I've
Boba
seen
Fett, who is actually modeled after the man with no name.
Yeah, that is cool. That might be good, maybe. Like, if they're getting this Kennedy bitch off of it. God.
I'm sure they'll probably fag it up somehow.
So something here. You mean to tell me that the interior of the Millennium Falcon was chrome?
Yep.
Yeah, the chat is saying that.
Wait. I'm okay with this if it was Lando's and he was fucking bitches in it and doing coke off of every surface in Zero G.
Which he was not.
Which means it's no longer okay. Unacceptable.
I will say there was one part of the movie where I felt a lot of joy. It really moved my soul, and that's when the feminist robot got shot and fucking destroyed horribly. I'm like, thank you.
Yes.
That's good. Mm-mm.
Jack, you are completely right. They should have just taken Spaceballs and renamed it Solo.
That would be beautiful. That would be better than what we've got now.
They already did that. It was called Outlaw fucking Star.
Yes, you've been
was
telling
so
everyone to watch that anime since I have known you.
Because it's so fucking good.
But we're not weebs. We are not into the Chinese cartoons. Demp Star 25 does not have a wrench.
But you're not
No,
into
I should have gotten them.
Are you into the Chinese movies? Holy shit, there's some great ones on Netflix.
Chinese cinema is fucking great, especially
Holy
Kung Fu
fuck.
cinema.
The
They don't
really,
know.
really, really heavy propaganda stuff is fucking amazing. Anything that's by Jackie Chan at this point is amazing.
Yes, it had it didn't have a
And John
feminist
Woo.
robot. It had a robot that acted for robot rights.
Oh,
like,
fuck.
for feminism. Yes. They had a robots' rights warrior, is what they had. Is a
Anita
robot. Is
Sarkeesian
a,
actually pointed that out and said that it was kind of insulting that she was treated not seriously, but as a fucking comic relief. And she said their comic relief was a rights activist robot screeching about women's rights and everything like that. And then I posted under there, "You were in a movie?"
Well, what's funny is that robot pisses everyone on all sides off because feminists say, okay, Glitch sounds like my type. Hang on, just interrupting myself real quick. Glitch sounds like my kind of person. I like to anime. So maybe this would be one I would like. I like anime that's not very anime-ish, that doesn't have all the weird facial expressions and all that crap. But anyway, what I was saying is this robot pissed off all sides. The social justice warriors are pissed because this robot seems like they think it's a parody or a joke about them. They take themselves very seriously and hate them like anything. Well, they don't hate themselves, unfortunately. They hate anything that looks like themselves that is just as severe as they are. But even if it is exactly like them, they call it parody, which I think is hilarious. Outlaw Star is some kind of cowboy anime that Jeg claims that they ripped Firefly off of. And I love Firefly.
No, I don't claim they ripped Firefly off. I know they ripped Firefly off, and everybody on God's green earth who has seen Outlaw Star knows they ripped that Firefly was ripped off Outlaw Star.
Okay, I will watch it. When Jamie leaves, I will watch it.
That and Josh Whedon does have a history of ripping a lot of things off. In fact, Cabin in the Woods received a lawsuit because of how close to a book that it was.
Wow. And the Oxstar the Bearded, completely agree. I'm just tired of politics in general in their fantasy or our fantasy movies. Anyone's fucking movie. Yeah, why does Hollywood have to be so political now? Like, I was really happy Donald Trump won, but holy shit, the meltdowns have turned into everything being a lecture. Firefly with space magic. Okay.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It's like sci-fi magic where it's like technology, but whatever.
Don't worry, I'm not going to turn into a weed. I used to work at anime conventions.
I've been with him once.
I hated all that shit.
By the way, if you go to an anime convention, everyone there is shit off their ass drunk. Everyone. And they're all laughing at all the costumes. The staff is what I mean. Everyone working there, the staff, is all drunk. They're all making fun of the costumes. They're all making fun of you, probably. And they're looking for things they can video to put on some kind of cringe channel. We're all watching for it.
And quite possibly having sex in the booth.
I thought we didn't talk about that.
Yep, too late.
Well, we are now.
Okay. Well, here we go.
But I'm with you. It's like, I don't want politics in Star Wars. I don't even want parody of politics in Star Wars. Parody of like SJWs is great, and I'd love to see it in like comedy. Deadpool, where they should have had it, and they were really close to having it, but they didn't, and that's why it's kind of toothless. But I don't want to see that shit in Star Wars.
Well,
I didn't mean to, Casey. I'm sorry. It's all Jamie. It's all Jameson here. Blame him.
They kind of had politics in the original Star Wars, but it was very subtle. It wasn't in your face.
It wasn't like... It was like the most bare bones politics of like, tyranny is bad. Good people are good.
That's what Star Wars has always kind of been, though. I mean, if you look at it, they never even say why in the first trilogy. Why the Empire is so bad and why the rebels are good. It's just like, this guy is wearing black. These people are wearing white.
Spoiler alert, in the Star Wars galaxy, it's the one time I actually won't support a fucking Republic because they suck that bad.
Holy shit, Jag. You haven't wrenched Beardbarian?
Oh,
he didn't comment yet. That was like the first comment.
He had before.
I got him.
He was in the chat before we got here.
Yeah, but I wasn't watching.
The Empire did nothing wrong. Exactly. Exactly.
Hey,
the Empire did nothing wrong.
Alderaan had it coming. Fuck them. They're the San Francisco of Star Wars. They need it.
Dude, you're going to get like all of us on a list. Now, he basically just said nuke San Francisco.
The list of
That's what? Right. Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine didn't do nothing.
Well, I'm hoping that, LA becomes what was foretold in Escape from LA.
Some of the best movies in the 80s were the escape movies. I love those fucking movies.
That's right, Bad Up Cope. Dantooine never existed. Bitch lied.
Yep. Damn right. Dantooine was a false flag.
It was all on Yavin. It was all on Yavin. Yavin did it all.
Yep. Word.
Barris was right. I'm going to say that. Reference. Barris was right. Her methods of getting shit done was shitty, but you know what? She was right.
And I do need to say that Kurt Russell, man, he still looks hot.
Fag.
Oh, I was saying earlier, I used to think Antonio Banderas was kind of hot, and Jamie said, same.
Yes, Hawk Silk. Yes, Aliens. Yes.
He loves Aliens.
Many Bothans died to bring us that quality, a movie we may never see again. Many Bothans died to prove us that jet fuel doesn't melt steel beans. I'm just saying.
Yes.
By the way.
Aliens. That one dude.
I want to see a few things in San Francisco.
He needs to hurry up and make Aliens 2. And fucking forget 3 and 4 ever existed.
No, fuck you. 3 and Resurrection were actually great.
Oh boy.
No, fuck that. I want to see my Ripley and my Hicks come back and kick more ass and not go to some prison planet Where
No, thank you. If I'm watching Alien, I want it to be like Alien 1, where it's a fucking horror franchise.
I didn't say Alien, I said Aliens.
I know. Fuck Aliens.
Yes.
Fuck James Cameron
Oh.
while I'm at it. And fuck the Na'vi.
And
I hate Avatar, just so y'all know.
yeah, Avatar was dumb.
Yeah,
And
everyone
Glitch,
does.
I did read the comics, and that is exactly what they should have done. They should have followed the comics because the story was right there, ready for them to go. Fans would have fucking loved it because those Dark Horse comics were amazing. I loved them. Speaking of comics, we're also thinking about Castle Killbride comics.
Well, Megadeth did it. Didn't Slayer do it too?
I don't know if Slayer did it.
I know Megadeth did. And I would,
Anthrax.
that would be fun. I'd like to draw that.
Anthrax, they didn't make a comic for their band, but they did two of them, actually. Scott Ian, I know, did a Lobo run, a two-shot, actually.
Oh, really?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is badass.
I figured they would have done Judge Dredd or something.
Yeah.
You know, they did a song for him. They did more for Judge Dredd than most of the comics I've ever done. Oh man, I hope we do get a sequel or that Netflix series of Dredd. Because Dredd 3D with Carl Urban, it was the best fucking comic book movie of 2012.
Yeah, that movie was great. I really liked it. I was very...
Yeah, Kiss did have comics. Kiss wanted everything. They put their
Kiss
name
are
on
the worst.
all the shit, all the things.
I cannot stand Kiss. There's like 2 songs from them I like, and everything else just annoys the shit out of me.
Okay, here's something. Yes, there are rumors of a new Spawn film, and I'm excited for it.
Jamie Foxx?
I could see it maybe. But anyway, so is God of Thunder one of those songs? I need to know for reasons.
God of Thunder?
From Kiss, yes.
I don't know.
That's my favorite Kiss song. Okay, if you haven't listened to it, you should. It's probably their heaviest song.
Probably.
My dad got me into it when I was a kid. It was great. Yeah, my parents are like, oh, how'd she turn out to be a metalhead? But my mom raised me on Alice Cooper. My dad started me with Kiss and Black Sabbath. I mean, what do you think was going to happen?
Actually,
you listen to stuff when you're like 4, then when you get older, of course you're going to want more extreme shit, so you go into metal. You get excited about that.
I would say my gateway into metal for like terms of a hard rock band was probably AC/DC, like millions of others.
How about you, Beard? What was your gateway drug into like metal? Because you seem to be really into it. You seem to be a metalhead kind of guy.
Are you sure you want to know the answer to that question?
I do. Even if it's bad, we won't shame you.
Now
There are no wrong answers.
We won't shame you. What?
Vivaldi, the classical composer. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I can see that completely.
Classical music got me into metal, and
yeah, it's just classical music with distortion, largely, especially people who don't use the first chorus.
I've been considering covering a Vivaldi song. I'm not sure which one. I was thinking about Winter, but that one's done a lot.
Wait, you want to cover a classical music song, and it's not going to be Night on Bald Mountain? Come on, man.
Well, I was kind of thinking Doom of a Witch's Sabbath, which is actually a classical song by Mendelssohn. It's part of a full shit, I forget what they're called, full symphony, I think, but it was excellent. And the story of it is totally trippy. It's totally like something Black Sabbath would actually write. So I'd love to see us cover that as well. I can play it for you guys at some point.
Jack T Metal, you said heavy metal 2020 and old school animation like the original with no SJW shit. Are you sure you don't mean heavy metal from the 80s, which is based off Heavy Metal Magazine, and then Heavy Metal 2000? Because both of those are great fucking movies with a lot of titties.
Yeah.
In fact, Heavy Metal 2000 has Pantera's Immortally Insane in it, while some guys are just slaughtering an entire town in their spaceships. It is great.
Hot Silk. Some of us do like stuff that isn't metal too. Like everyone basically with this guy beside me.
Does anybody want to hear how I got into metal? Anybody?
No.
You were born with a guitar in your hand.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you were.
I grew up listening to oldies.
Yeah, he did. He likes oldies. Ooh, Warlock. I only got into them recently. How crazy is that?
New movie for 2020. Oh, so they're making a new heavy metal movie.
Huh.
Oh, damn.
I bet it's gonna be shit.
Please tell me that the rumors
shit.
that I heard long ago of Zack Snyder going to be doing like one part of it is true. Please tell me that's going to be true. That's going to be like an anthology of like different directors and different stories.
Guys. I enjoy metal, but I also enjoy other stuff. Jameson kind of, he goes, he gets bitchy about it because he's a Puritan when it comes to metal. A purist, I should say, not Puritan. He's a purist when it comes to metal, and that's basically all he'll listen to. But I like other stuff too. I mean, I can dig country, I can dig some rap, some, I'm picky, but some. All
I
kinds of
found
shit.
myself listening to Calypso and Hawaiian steel string guitar music the other week.
But to finish my story,
Sorry.
my brother just brought home the Black Album one day, and I was like, wow, that's pretty fucking cool. Before, we were listening to like Aerosmith and Smashing Pumpkins and Bush and Beck, but this is amazing. And then my sister brought home Killing Is My Business by Megadeth, and that just sealed the deal for me.
Yeah,
And
you
after
went from
that,
complete shit to actual good music.
Yeah, word.
Ever since then, it was just everything needs to be fast, loud, and rude.
Just remember you just started. Fuck you, Jack. You're losing your wrench. No, I'm just kidding. You're cool.
Festival Frodo. Interesting that you brought up the Dead Kennedys, because we are doing a Dead Kennedys cover along with the album. We cannot put it on the album because that would be charging money and we could get sued, and we're not dealing with all the legal shit. So we're just going to post it on Facebook, or not on Facebook, on YouTube with the album as a free thing. So we're not getting money out of it. We're not doing exactly the song. It will be Holiday in Cambodia, but we're modernizing it. First of all, it's going to be Holiday in North Korea, which that doesn't sound like it can work, but we're making it work. And we're making it about people like Meatloaf. Meatloaf isn't bad.
Meatloaf is great.
I fucking love Meatloaf. Meatloaf.
Yeah,
look at his fucking album covers. He wins.
I can't eat meatloaf that much, but every now and then it's good.
Oh, you suck, Mr. Dad Joke.
He loves his Deadpool humor. All right, yeah, I just ran Jack T. Ripper out. I don't blame you, Jack T. Ripper. Have a good night. But yeah, my mom got me into Alice Cooper when I was a kid, and that really started it.
Oh, bye, Casey. As
bye,
well.
Casey. Bye,
Looks
Casey.
like it's getting to 8 o'clock for a lot of people.
Yes, the engaged few. Yes, we're doing Holiday in North Korea, but we're making it about just your general Californian fucking middle class spoiled brat that thinks everyone is so oppressed, and they have no idea what oppression even looks like. So we're going to start talking about those people. We're going to make a song about them. I've already got the lyrics written, got them memorized, in fact. But yeah, that's definitely going to be a thing. And here's another thing. They may be putting me on vocals, which I know it sounds weird with my speaking voice, but you have no idea what my metal singing voice sounds like.
Show them your Dave Mustaine impression.
Nah, I got to warm up a little bit for that.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Go ahead. Tell them what it's like. Tell them what it's like.
Spot on.
Yeah, I sound exactly like
fucking on. It's got that little Femi shape to it. Just shape, but like tone and sound spot on.
Yeah, if you have the song, if you know how to play a musical file in here, you can play that. That's fine. But it hasn't been messed with in any kind of way. I recorded it on a fucking cell phone. So there is no editing at all or mixing anything. No, it's in North Korea. We're talking about North Korea. So it's just going to be like, I thought, where's the shitty capitalist place? Where is there an echo?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I just thought of the shitty communist place that you could think of, and that was it. That's kind of where it came from.
And Venezuela doesn't roll off the tongue as well.
Yeah.
Though I don't know. I think Holiday in the UK might be more relevant at this point.
Yeah.
Holiday in
the UK.
It could be a great melody between
roll with it.
between Holiday in Cambodia and Anarchy in the UK.
Yeah, I had thought about that, but okay, this echo is killing me. Do you guys hear it?
Only from you. I don't know where else it's coming from.
I hear reverb on your end because of y'all's shitty ass.
Oh, you might be leaning too close to the damn thing.
Huh?
Yeah, you might be leaning too close. You were leaning too close to the mic.
Beard, tell me, you're smart enough to actually get a proper headset, right?
What's a headset? No, I use a Blue Yeti microphone that I've got foam casing around it that I built, and then a set of headphones.
Okay, so that's actually proper for radio.
Yeah. It's good for what I do because I can not have a microphone sticking in front of my face when I'm on camera.
Yeah.
We're not doing proper radio.
Keyboard,
Yeah.
keyboard.
Sorry, I talk in chat when I'm not talking in here. But yeah, I've got a pair of Audio Technicas on, and he's got
I've got $5
yeah
headphones because I'm
earbuds.
cheap.
Earbuds.
Faggots,
Yeah,
go to
earbuds.
Walmart, pick them up for $20.
Nigga, I got Audio Technicas. Why would I want your gay ass shit? If we get a microphone,
it
we're gonna
works.
get a real mic with the little screen over it and all that stuff.
The
That's what pop filter. Yes,
No,
we're gonna get a
Brad
pop
Young,
filter.
no pop filter yet.
Oh,
Yo, yeah, wrench for
Race.
race. Wrench for race. Race deserves his wrench.
Yes.
Race job or Jacobson. Race Jacobson.
I gave it to him. It has to show up next time they post.
Okay, excellent. But yeah,
I'm
Beardy,
not
what do you
too
have
worried.
going on?
I made a kind of foam thing that wraps around behind the microphone just to deal with the background noise. No pop filter yet, but that's because I'm like a full meter away from my mic. But yeah, the Blue Yeti and some $40 Sony headphones I picked up like 6 years ago. And then when I'm actually on camera, I've got a set of $20 earbuds with a extension cord.
How how you got your wrench is all the people that are here early, pretty much, even if you don't stay, whatever, you get a wrench just because you guys are here from the beginning. This is only our 4th video, so go for it. Hawk. I used to live in Alabama. Jeg still lives in Alabama. Same town, actually, basically.
Ding, 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 ding.
We needed a nuke there, too. Well, the South is actually pretty good compared to what it used to, or what's going on with the rest of the country, at least.
Compared to what they try to paint us as.
And yeah, that too. Compared to what they try to paint us as, it's not as bad as everyone says. But anyhow, how I really got started with metal, I would say, is my fucking, similarly to Jamie, my fucking brother had, and this is one nobody gets started with, he brought home a copy of S&M, which is their thing that they did, not the sex, the thing that they did with
Metallica, by the way.
Yeah, Metallica. It's the thing Metallica did with a symphony. It's a live thing.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
Symphony.
And I still think it's good. Some people hate it. I think
I love it.
that version of Battery is the best version of Battery. Better even than the live shit version.
No.
Excellent.
Live shit is better.
No. You're about to witness a relationship fight. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just kidding. We're not doing that. We don't
Oh
do
shit,
that.
she's got the knife.
Oh, shut up.
There is only one disappointment on that album, and it's the fact they didn't play my favorite Metallica song on it.
Nor mine. I'm there with you.
Creeping Death.
Oh, Theoxar the Bearded. You grew up in the best time to grow up.
Thexor is.
I'm so
good shit.
jealous. I'm
Iron-
Thexor. I'm sorry. I don't know
Oh,
how
it's
I
okay.
pronounce it. But Iron. There's Chris. He found us anyway. Fuck.
Woo!
We were trying to hide from him. Ren
Well,
Jim.
you're doing poorly.
Wait,
Yeah.
we love you, Chris. No homo, but you talk too much.
Yeah, and when I'm here, we don't need an extra fill-in. As long as we have 3 people, we're generally good. 3 people plus a guest. And yes, Apocalyptic do some really interesting stuff.
Their cover of "In the Hall of the Mountain King" is fucking amazing.
It is
It
great.
is.
It's so
but
much.
my favorite version of Hall of the Mountain King, funny enough, is the one that was done by Rainbow. If you haven't heard it, you need to.
I haven't, so I'm gonna look it up and keep it on.
Yeah, look it up and keep it open. It's really good.
It should be law that everybody listens to every song ever done by Rainbow at least once in their life.
Agreed.
Just like it should be law that every single metal band, Jameson, should listen to every single Motorhead album from front to back.
Thank you, Jag, because I've been trying to get him to listen to Motorhead. He's like, oh, I don't like Motorhead. It's like,
Fucking
how?
liar. You can't say you don't like Motorhead and then like every other band. It's like you don't.
Blackmore's Rainbow was good, but Dio's was good too. I love me some Dio. And yes, I have a friend that's friends with Neo Obliviscaris, the Engaged Few. I've got a friend in Australia that has met them in person, hung out with them, gone to parties with them. Yeah, he got me into them, and they are great. I agree. They're probably not up the rest of the band's alley, but I'm a little more open than they are. So yeah, I really do like it. I like some of that weird kind of proggy kind of black metal stuff. Like I'm the only person here that probably listens to Opeth. In the band.
Awesome. What are you talking about?
Oh no, Opeth.
Opeth? Oh
yeah,
Well,
Opeth.
I'm not. The missus does. She's probably
Later, Glitch.
all like nerding out.
Yeah, I love Opeth. All right, see ya, Glitch. Have fun. I miss my D&D games. I miss those days.
I don't know. There's only 2 Australian bands that I know of. That's Mortal Sin and Reanimator. I don't really know much.
You should listen to the Beards. They are a fantastic Australian band. Oh yeah, fucking amazing.
I like
great classics like All the Bearded Ladies. And if your dad doesn't have a beard, then you've got 2 mums. Great fucking band. Absolutely amazing.
I have actually been
I'm
growing out my beard like crazy.
I'm opening
And
that
I'm
up.
sorry.
One
I
moment,
forgot-
we're going to be off the chat.
I forgot one other band, Massive Appendage.
Yes, they're excellent. And that's just such an Australian way to do a thrash band.
Oh shit, Race, why'd you ever ruin it for her? I didn't even realize that she still made music. I've been listening to the same one album for like years.
Yeah, Otep is kind of SJW.
Fuck.
I agree. I heard Menacide and I didn't. I was like, they want to kill all men? Is that
I've
what this
just been
is about?
screaming "Eat the Children" for years, over and over and over again. Fuck.
Does anybody here listen to Electric Hellfire Club? There we go. Wow. I know somebody in that.
Electric Six for a second there.
No, Electric Hellfire Club. I know somebody in that band.
I like Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Hellfire Clubs. We've got a guy from that band that may be playing dual solos with us, with our guy. So that would be kind of cool. But it's kind of a band that's only known in certain circles, so I wouldn't be surprised if nobody here really knows it. But yeah, he's an old timer. He's toured with Metallica, Megadeth, lots of different guys. Their guitarist is going to do a thing with us. Alien Weaponry. That's interesting.
That name sounds familiar.
It has thrash elements. So
songs done in Maori. Fucking metal.
Yeah, that's fucking cool. That's very interesting.
The only other New Zealand band like is
Colt 45 will do.
fuck, what is their name?
The name I said, CC Penguin? Electric Hellfire Club. Old in Flames was pretty good. I agree there. Stone Monkey, too. Old in Flames had some good stuff. That's probably an unpopular opinion amongst you bunch of elitists.
Yeah.
But, like, they want to tar and feather me because I like a couple of Cradle of Filth songs. I like three Cradle of Filth songs, but they're going to, like, burn the witch over that.
I like Cisco. You're fine.
I draw the limit. Once you like more than half of an album of a shitty band, then you've gone too far.
That's not more than half an album, though. Their songs are like 10 fucking songs. Their albums are 10 fucking songs long.
Dude, I will listen to
so
Unleash the
you're
Dragon cover to cover. That album is amazing.
I like you, Beard. I like that you have no shame. You don't care what anybody thinks about your musical taste.
Oh,
I just
I've
routed-
very terrible fucking taste. I listen to jock jams back to back with my. I'm terrible. I'll blast country music out of here and fucking Paul Brandt at 3 a.m.
I love some rebel country or some. I guess it's just darker sounding country. Magog corrected me when I called it Southern Gothic, so I'm not going to say that anymore. Even though that's the playlist I discovered it on. You like it? Is it depressing?
Yeah, it's got to be uplifting. The happy stuff, like the Rankin Family, Paul Brandt, the old like foot stomping shanty country. That's the shit I fucking like.
Oh, see, I like the Handsome Family. I actually hate nihilism as a mentality, but they have some really interesting nihilistic songs that I still think are cool just for how fucking depressing they are.
I love nihilism.
Caravan Palace.
I don't like it in my music.
I like any fucking country that isn't that shitty ass pop radio country.
Ditto.
Like Hank Williams III, or any of Hank Williams, really.
Yeah. All the Hanks were amazing.
Johnny Cash's America albums are a must-have for anyone who likes music anywhere.
Yep.
Johnny Cash is a god.
Yeah. But also Jake Orvis and the Broken Band, Them Poor Bastards, stuff like that.
The Handsome Family, they're great. Let me
Who's
see.
the band that sings "You Motherfuckers Need Jesus"?
Ah, shit. Hang on, I can pull it up real quick because I happen to have that on my Winamp. Yes, I am one of those rare people that still uses Winamp.
Oh, well, she's doing that. I still shamelessly like Bush's Machine Head and Loser by Beck. I've been listening to those a lot lately, and I hate myself.
Let's see. It should be over here somewhere. Yep. Goddamn Gallows is what they're called.
Those
Goddamn
are the bitches.
Gallows. Yeah, they're great. Actually, I just closed it. I wish I had kept it open.
Y'all motherfuckers need Jesus.
Oh yeah, that's a great one. Lara Lynn, she's great. I love Nick Cave. He's not quite the country thing, but I love Nick Cave just in general. Nick Cave is fucking amazing. Morning Ritual's Bad Moon Rising that was on the Breaking Bad trailer, or not Breaking Bad, Walking Dead trailer was fucking amazing.
Let's not bring up Walking Dead because yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that it's getting really bad these days.
I got a hate boner against that show.
Really? Didn't you used to like it?
I liked up until season 2, and then I started noticing things, and it started really quickly pissing me off.
To me, it just seems like
hold the fucking Magnum straight.
God gun rage.
Damn it.
See, what I hate is that it seems like a soap opera that just so happens to have a zombie here and there. It seems like it's more about people's drama than the fucking zombies.
Beardbarian, I'm going to apologize in advance that Miss Beardy does not like me.
She doesn't like old school elitists.
Oh yeah,
her ex-husband was a metal purist, she says.
Oh yeah, he was, but the kind that would walk in and like punch your stereo for listening to the wrong metal, and then whine about it because his hand broke.
No, I would just say that sucks. You should throw on some Dark Angel or Death or something.
Oh, my batteries are dead.
You got batteries?
Yeah, go for it. Keep talking. No, not that. It's my gay ass vape. I'm a homosexual that vapes, apparently.
At least you admit it.
Wait, he really punched your stereo and broke it and then complained that his hand hurts?
Yeah, she says it totally happened. What the fuck?
Oh no, didn't break it.
Oh, he didn't break it. Oh,
no,
pussy.
No, like a pansy. That's what I said. You know, the kind of guy that would punch your stereo and then not break it and hurt his hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about like a Marshall Lamb. We're talking about like these little flimsy, like balsa wood put together stereos for like a TV, right?
Oh yeah, and a total friggin' Mr. Bean looking spring bean.
And he couldn't fucking break one of those.
Nope.
What a
Hawk Silk. You know, I said that up until I got with this fucking bastard sitting next to me, our lead singer, Jameson. And he was all, oh, well, you should try vaping. And I was like, fine, I'll fucking try it. Cigarettes make him sick. So I have to help him with his weakness.
Care. You.
Yeah.
I have to care. I married him. I have to care. It's kind of in
I
the
maybe
job
smoke like twice a year. I'm not a smoker, but when I do, I smoke cigars. Because I'm straight.
I don't care about you.
Well, that's kind of how it usually goes in marriage. I mean, just look at the original Star Wars, what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Miss Beardy, corn is perfectly acceptable. When they came about, they did their thing and they stuck with it, and I can totally respect that. In fact, I love going back and just listening to Korn's discography. Sometimes you just need a little bit of that darkness.
I'll be nice and say something good about Korn here. He rocked a kilt.
The drummer was very good too.
I love how they use the bagpipes in some of their songs. They use it really well.
Yeah, I do like that too, especially being the token Scot here in the group. Yeah, I absolutely adore bagpipes.
Our guitarist is token Scott. You're the wannabe Scott.
No, I'm just as Scottish as he is. We have our own clan, our own kilt, everything.
She's got a bloodline that's got like going to some king or something.
Yeah, King Fergus first in Scotland. Yes.
Apparently,
Ferguson comes from Ferguson. Jonathan Davis put a new album out. Is that the guy I like that I'm? Oh no, that's the guy from Korn. Yeah, okay, never mind. There's a guy I like on YouTube named Jonathan Young. He's really cool. If you guys have checked him out, he does Disney covers, which there are a few Disney things I like The Lion King. So his Lion King stuff is really, really cool.
So Beardbarian,
Yeah.
what barbarian clans do you hail from?
Yeah, that is a good question.
Like, I'm Scot-Irish, and apparently some of my family may have been Cornish, but mostly Scot-Irish with a touch of Cherokee.
Well, that depends if you want to know me or if you want to know Beardy's answer, because those are two very different things.
Obviously.
Why don't you just mix the two?
Flip a coin.
Flip a coin. Yeah, flip a coin.
The ones from Volgoth, you know, the place that's not Earth and totally not related at all. There's really no relation. But I tell you what, if anybody that has Scandinavian descent can thank me for the love of brightly colored fabrics and clashing colors and weird looking floppy pants. That was all me. You're welcome.
So you're responsible for modern day Sweden?
No, I'm responsible for the Netherlands when they were awesome. I left when the British Empire started expanding, and I didn't want to fucking deal with it.
Yeah, the Christian stuff. I hear you. That's the time to get out.
You say as a Christian?
Well, it got boring when they got
Well,
guns.
I'm out of the closet now.
Well, no. Those were the Catholics, though. Catholics suck ass.
Yeah, Catholics do suck. Catholics aren't even human beings. You just watch. We've got like 3 Catholics in the chat.
Don't worry,
they'll summon their alien overlords to come fuck everything up.
Don't worry, people. I'm a Protestant that has no problem with Catholics because I don't do that schism bullshit within my religion. We got bigger shit to worry about, and they come from the fucking desert.
I just make fun of Catholics for fun. So yes, I actually spent 3 months in Denmark and got to go to a metal festival there. They are crazy about metal over there. They also, back in 2013, they were kind of the alt-right before the alt-right. There were a lot of Hitler wasn't such a bad guy type of comments made by people in Denmark.
I'm assuming, is the engaged few a Catholic because he's saying fuck a Catholic? Oh, maybe he might be Muslim now because he wants to fuck.
Or maybe he just wants everyone to get laid.
That is true.
Possibly.
I have fucked a Catholic, and the ass was fat. It was nice.
I fucked an ex-Catholic. The ass was also fat.
Yeah.
And
hey, an atheist points themselves out. Well, look at that, everybody. It's like spotting a vegan.
Yeah, an atheist, a vegan, and a P90X are walking to a bar.
I will say the Catholics, they have some
Very
beautiful buildings and some pretty nice art, too.
Yes, they have some amazing art and some amazing architecture. I mean, they really created the peak of architecture, I think, was the Catholics. All that Gothic architecture.
My life is to visit Rome and just look at everything.
It's okay. I already broke everything worth looking at.
So you're the motherfucker who led the Visigoths to raid Rome. You son.
No, I went with them the second time and the third time. And then they left me underneath a collapsed pillar like a bunch of dicks, so I didn't fucking work with those assholes anymore.
Hawk Silk.
My Irish ass ought to hit you with a fucking tomahawk. Which I actually got right here with me. Since Beardbarian, I grew my beard out because they want me to grow my hair out. So I'm saying if I'm going to grow my hair out, I'm going to try and grow my beard out. So it's looking fucking great.
Perfect.
And, I got my own battle axe here, except it's actually a cold steel trail tomahawk because this is America and tomahawks are how we roll.
Well, I've got the axe that's mounted on the back of the throne for ease, but I also got this cowbell that keeps me from getting in my way. I just ring it really loud, and people just want to fuck off. It's great. I'm not going to do that right now because that's mean.
Hawk Silk.
I gotta have more cowbell.
We may be Christian, but we're kind of like the well, not everyone in the band is. The other 2 guys are not.
Yeah.
We're chill with everybody.
We're more of like the Alice Cooper type Christians. We really don't give a crap, and we're probably not that great of Christians either.
No, especially me. I'm probably the worst one. Like somebody mentioned Michael Jackson earlier, and I was going to say that I never really appreciated Michael Jackson until I went to rehab. And that kind of rehab. And there was no music allowed. They said, tape players, cassettes, CDs, MP3, we don't care. Cannot come here. We have to control what you listen to, or else you have to, because something might remind you of drugs or something. Yeah, make sure you rent him.
Hello.
Hello, Ghost City Outlaw. But
Hey, is that the Ghost City Outlaw who holds that that every so often show where they do movie riffs? That the same one?
I imagine so. Let's find out real quick here. Just do this.
Or am I thinking of something else?
I'm just doing this thing here.
But when I went, yeah, we weren't allowed to have any music, but they did have a game there for the Wii. It was Michael Jackson's Dance, Let's Dance, or something like that. I don't remember if that was the exact game, but it was something where there was nothing but Michael Jackson music. And I really came to love Michael Jackson. Like, I actually do appreciate Michael Jackson, but having no other music definitely helped. Because I'd have probably had headphones on for the entire time I was there. I picked up smoking. It was so boring. Yeah, I did too, Brad Young. I didn't clean up in rehab, but I did at home. I got over everything on my own. So rehab didn't do it for me. It was just creepy, honestly. The 12-step stuff is really creepy.
You needle poking degenerate.
Used to be. Former needle poking. Not anymore.
I did a helping.
Well,
Yes,
no,
he did
you're
help.
married to Jameson, so you're still needle poking. Oh snap!
It's not a needle.
Yeah, it's smaller.
Yeah, it's more like a water bear.
Yeah.
There are strikeable instruments hanging all over my set, and it's just,
That is
it's
awesome.
great.
Dude, we need an electric triangle player.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Actually, I've wanted to try rigging up some pickups to a triangle and see what crazy ass noise it will give, because it is metal and it is ringing and giving off a what do you call it, a magnetic field, so just like a guitar string.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
could technically work.
Well, you don't really need to hook it up to. You don't need to hook up the pickups to the triangle. You can just put it close enough to your pickups on your guitar.
Yeah,
that
I
might
just
work.
don't have a triangle, because who the fuck sells a triangle?
Music store, I imagine.
I have never seen one.
Old
Yeah.
farms run by blonde-haired housewives that cook meals for the families of 7 to 13 and must summon them from the farmhouses all at once without the use of a bell. But who
That's
wants
how
to
it
raid a little old farmhouse?
Dude, a southern
Someone
farmhouse
hungry.
where the woman's cooking breakfast. Shit, you want to raid that shit? That's a
Biscuits and
good-ass
gravy.
breakfast.
Biscuits and gravies. All I'm saying. If you don't know what it is, ask Magog. He knows.
Okay, I get where you're coming from with that, but I've talked to a lot of people from the South, and most of them have a lot of big guns. And if I come kicking in their door to take the breakfast, it's gonna hurt.
That is true.
Just say that
That
you're
is
not
true.
Jehovah's Witness, but you're here to talk about the Lord.
Yeah. Say you're not a Jehovah's Witness, you're a Baptist, and you're here to talk about the Lord. And say you're hungry.
Which you might get a casserole instead, but
Yes, casseroles are unfortunately very popular. I think they're the cancer of food, honestly.
but when I made the casserole, they loved it.
Yeah, he came from the north, Michigan, made my parents a casserole, and they were happy about it. I was amazed. I was
Maybe
like, wow.
because it's just a really old recipe and not a recipe you can find online.
I was kind of nervous. I was like, if you're from the north, don't cook Southern people a casserole. They're going to slap you.
If you're from the North, don't cook Southern people anything, because your version of their food is going to suck ass.
And someone's saying we need a Killbride soundboard, so Jag, get on that.
Yeah, that would be cool. We should have a soundboard.
Do I look like I know how to hook up a fucking soundboard to Google Hangouts?
Google it.
Yeah, you can. I'm sure there's a YouTube video for it. There's a YouTube video for everything these days.
All
Probably
right.
even the rusty trombone.
Record shit that you want to put on there, and I'll
Okay.
make it happen.
We can look over our
Wait,
old
no,
chat.
I have to test this theory right now. I need to go to YouTube. I need to see if there's a YouTube video on how to look up a video on YouTube.
Probably.
Video on YouTube.
It's probably made by YouTube.
Those results are not close enough. I mean,
Oh,
I'm
I know
getting
what you're talking about.
257 million results, but it's like how to properly upload a video. Dare I watch this entire video? This is not the phrase that I searched. Yeah, none of these are actually the title I looked for.
I'm
So there's
curious.
not-
Oh, YouTube has a shitty search algorithm. The fuck you
Let's
say?
see how to find video on YouTube.
Squee-Doo.
Well,
Give him a
Squeedy,
wrench.
you are gonna get a wrench because everybody's getting a wrench. You get a wrench. We all get a wrench. It's like fucking Oprah, except none of us are fat and black.
Or running for, or pretending we're going to run for president. I don't think she fucking will. Everybody knows she won't.
Well, apparently they're now talking about Dwayne the Rock Johnson running.
But he's not a Democrat. Do they know that?
I don't think they do.
Wow.
Well, let's
That's funny.
make sure they don't know.
Yeah,
Brian
really.
Young says he saw a leprechaun on acid. Why were you giving leprechauns acid, Brad?
This is true. What I said in the chat
Why
is
would
true.
you
I did see a
not
red
get-
wizard on opium.
Why would you not give a leprechaun acid? That's the funniest shit ever. I mean, you seem
Because
like,
it's better to give him angel dust and a chainsaw.
You know what? I can't argue with that. And if y'all have never seen midgets running track, you're missing out on one of the funniest fucking things ever. We're all going to hell. It's
It's okay, I'm driving the bus.
But you're a barbarian. You don't know what a bus is.
No, but it's going down, and that's all that matters.
Good point.
Hey, do we at least have Freddy Krueger on the bus?
Oh, that's fun.
Hey,
That's a lot
have
of
you ever heard the story about, I think it was either Accept or Dawkins? You know what? It was Dawkins. They actually did cocaine off of Freddy Krueger's finger knives.
That is killer. That's
You
amazing.
will never be more metal than that.
No.
And I'm glad that The Rock will not be running this time because I don't think he's going to be able to win.
No. Whoever
Yeah,
runs
well,
up against Trump this time, if Trump keeps doing what he's doing and winning the same people over enough, the Democrats are just going to look crazy. Whatever they do to try to counter Trump, they're going to look crazy.
Actually, here's what I want. Trump to finish out 8 years, and then after him, 8 years of Rand Paul. And
Yes.
then after that, since he's going to be probably too old to like do any more movies, but still probably have enough charisma left in him, then The Rock can run for president.
I don't know. I mean, Clint Eastwood apparently isn't too old to do movies still. Though he's directing them now, but
Yeah,
I
but Clint Eastwood isn't going to be running for president, though, because he'd
Yeah.
No.
probably fucking kill somebody.
Yeah, I agree.
well, he didn't
Like,
kill
and I
anybody
don't
when he
mean-
was mayor.
Well, that was just a mayor.
Yeah, but it was a mayor in California.
Well, true.
Yeah. Honestly, besides a select few like Reagan, obviously, I'm not really with the whole actor to politician thing, but I do think it's good that it's being opened up to people who weren't just greedy fucking cunt lawyers their whole lives.
Well, I'm completely open to it so long as
Oh.
they're like The Rock or Drew Carey.
Hello, Undead Otter. You were here before.
Yeah, he still has his wrench from last time.
Oh yeah, they stay. They
Oh,
stay.
no, I just gave it to him.
Oh shit. Okay, so he may not have been here before. I only assumed that because he was wrenched. You're on top of it now. Miss Beardy, is there anywhere where we can see your art, by the way? I wanted to ask.
Yeah, we'll share it on our Twitter and
I
everything.
will hook you up after the stream.
Okay, yeah, please
Cool.
do, because
Yeah.
and I'm an artist too, so I like to see what she's got. And also Jeg is an artist, and so is our lead guitarist. But
Beardy
somehow the art has all been put on me. So
Well, I
Um,
was never told what to do, so
I guess
Well,
I guess I technically have some
Yeah,
art
cool.
of hers that I've shown already. She did most of my tattoos.
Oh,
Oh,
very
wow.
Yeah,
cool.
she's amazingly talented, and very soon we will have the ink we need along with the other tattoo supplies so she can finish doing the rest of me.
So you mean she personally tattooed?
Yeah, it's
ink
my
in your
art, and then she
skin?
puts it on me.
That is
Oh, wow,
amazing.
That is cool.
that is a
Yeah.
lot of trust to have someone else
Yes.
tattoo it.
That girl has spent years in post-secondary mastering her skills as well as an apprenticeship as a tattoo artist prior to doing my shit.
For a while I thought about becoming at least somebody who draws the drawings, because you can sell off a book for like $100. But, I just, the places around me, I was in the South at the time, and I didn't really know what people wanted because I'm kind of a crappy Southerner. If you haven't noticed, I kind of lack the accent, but yeah, I didn't really get in with the culture there. And I mean, I like some Southern stuff, but NASCAR, and I'll say Roll Tide, but I'm not really that into football. But I mostly just used it for free drinks, not gonna lie. But yeah, I didn't really want to. But as a cripple, it's kind of hard to make money, and I refused to go on fucking, what is it, disability.
Welfare.
Yeah, not disability. I refuse to go on disability because that's just not what I believe in. So, oh yeah, if Mrs. Beardy can post something in the chat, that'd be cool, because some of the chat wants to see her artwork.
Speaking of artist shit and all that stuff, Misty, I actually found those Wacom Cintiqs or whatever, that they're the giant,
the very expensive ones. Yes.
Well, I found something called the X Pen, which is a similar tablet. It do the exact same thing, but they're only about $450, and I have gotten nothing but good reviews from them. And I'm thinking I might have to pick that up soon.
That would be cool. I really don't care, because I don't have one with a screen, but I'm one of those people, I guess, maybe it's just something you have or you don't, that I can deal with this art being on my computer screen and not on a screen on the tablet. But different people are different. Some people like it, some don't.
Well, I'm okay with it too, but my problem is I don't like how what I draw on the tablet isn't a 1-to-1 ratio with what I draw on the computer. It's not the actual size, and that throws me off a little bit, because when I sketch on a computer, it looks crummy because I'm having to draw smaller than what I usually do. But if I'm drawing on like paper or whatever, I'm fucking master of work Jim Lee shit.
Can you not zoom out or zoom in to the point where it's the same?
It doesn't work all that great, and then you're looking at very tiny shit on a screen, and I would just rather like have a screen that I'm drawing on for like a 1-to-1 ratio on it.
I think mine is 1-to-1. I think it feels very 1-to-1. It seems like it's the same size, so maybe that's why I like mine. If you want to only spend $300 and you don't have a screen, but it is 1-to-1, you can get what I got. It's an Intuos Pro.
Yeah,
maybe, but at $300, I'd rather just save up for the extra $150, $200 and just get the 1080p 22-inch screen one.
And Jay, I want to say,
Sore. I keep fucking that up.
Your art will probably be going to the comics or animation if we decide to go with that.
I would say go.
I'm
with
getting a very mean
because animation is balls hard to do. Even like
never mind. Misty wants to.
No, it's fine. But yeah, I wouldn't mind taking the artwork we want, just to keep everything the same style. So 3 stick figures tattooed on Undead Otter. That's awesome.
Well, when you do an animation stuff like that, you're going to have a storyboard, so everyone's going to be drawing in the exact same style of whoever's doing the storyboard. You got to stay on model.
Yeah, I know. I've done comics and stuff too, so I figure I'll just take it from there.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, I'm writing a comment. You guys go ahead. But Beard, what tattoos do you have? How many do you have?
Fuck, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now. I've got a bunch of pieces that I designed, as well as protective sigils that are on the left arm and breast, and then I've got a watercolor 2-headed poppy right on the solar plexus as a tribute to my grandfather.
Nice.
Oh, military?
Yeah, he was one of the communication officers during the Second World War in Italy.
Wow.
As soon as the war was over was shortly when he started his family and took them all over here. Like, I'm fresh off the boat. Second generation Canadian citizen of Italian immigrants.
So you're not a barbarian, you're a Roman.
I'm a wop. I'm a full-on wop. And actually my lineage beyond that traces down to the Visigoths that sacked Rome rather than the Romans itself.
So you got Visigoth like Germanic in you too?
Yep, I get the olive skin thing and all of the sharp features, but then I get these other cool, like it's weird, it's neat.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You're not a
family
mutt. You're a
history.
hybrid.
My
You're a hybrid.
I'm a
great-grandfather.
McWhopper. I don't know. I'm just two fast food options jammed together.
Clever.
My great-grandfather, he joined the military 1 week before World War One ended.
Oh, wow.
Before World War One ended, 1 week.
Oh, ended. Well, shit.
Yeah, he thought, well, I guess I should get in on this, and then it ended.
I am largely Scottish. Like I said, I've got some. Apparently, all the Fergusons come from this guy named Fergus, who was the first king of Scotland, and then a bunch of other shit. Like I've got a little bit trace amounts of other stuff. Like I think some Welsh and shit. Like things you'd expect Scots to fuck. Not sheep, though.
Oh my God, you may actually be related to Craig Ferguson.
Yeah, I may. I very well may. I've thought about that.
I love Craig Ferguson.
Do you know that he was in a punk band with Peter Capaldi from Doctor Who?
Yeah, it was called Stog.
Was it?
No, that was his
something
metal
else.
band that he talked about.
Okay. Okay.
No, it was called
I forget what it was
something
called.
Boys.
Yeah, it was something. I'm gonna look it up now because I have to know.
But speaking of Craig Ferguson, did anyone see that crazy shit that happened when they showed the poster for How to Train Your Dragon 3?
No, I did not.
All right, so is anyone a fan of this series at all, or am I kind of alone in this one?
I've never heard it before.
How to Train Your Dragon?
Oh, it's actually really good. I love it.
I haven't seen
But
it.
then again, I'm a big Chris Sanders fan who directed the first one and also did like Lilo and Stitch. I'm a big fan of like his work in animation, so that's half the reason why I'm stuck to it.
Yeah, I didn't even realize they made more of the fucking dragon ones. God damn it.
Yeah,
they're actually really good. There's a TV show too. There are 2 seasons on Cartoon Network, which I think is like Teletoon in Canada, and then went to Netflix and has been doing it there, and it's really fucking good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's one of the best American CG animated shows ever. Like, it's Jimmy Neutron good. That's how good it is.
I have heard that the movies are good. They're just something like there's a lot of things that are kind of on my periphery that I haven't gotten around to watching.
They are really good. Like if you love the old kind of like slightly more mature 80s animated movies where people get bumped off and they're not really they don't really shy away from kind of more darker themes. It's really good.
Whoever thought?
The good thing about it is that even though it has TJ Miller, he's actually really funny, and they don't do modern references. The writers and directors said don't do modern puns or references, and they
cool.
Yeah, they do that. They do the same thing in The Cruise. They don't do any of that too. No puns, no anything, and it's really funny. That's another Chris Sanders film, but yeah,
in my opinion,
yeah, the second one, Miss Beardy, that's a tearjerker.
In my opinion, the peak of culture was in the 80s. Just in my opinion, everything good came from the 80s. Even the breed of fucking cat I breed came from the 80s.
Early 90s too were pretty good.
Yeah, in the early 90s.
Maybe, but 90s when you started getting grunge and everything.
Yeah, that's why I don't really include it. Because, like, I honestly think that if Kurt Cobain hadn't have killed himself,
we wouldn't have any form of rock and roll and heavy metal.
Well, no, if Kurt Cobain
had Foo Fighters, I'm not interested.
That's actually really funny. I hate Kurt Cobain and Nirvana. I like every other band that came after them. With those same people.
Well, the reason why I say that is, the cartoons and movies and shit were still really good.
Yeah.
They weren't dumbed down.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my favorite animated movie is from the 80s, Land Before Time. It turns 30 years old this year. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I watched The Land Before Time too. Man, that one kicks you right in the feels, the first one at least. I haven't watched like the number 99 or however fucking many there are now.
They just came out with a 14th.
You just said you watched 2.
No, I watched also.
Oh.
Idiot. No, I've seen several. I'm more into thrash than glam, but there was some good glam.
Glam?
There was some good
glam. You mean gay LA music?
You say that in front of me, I will hit you over the head with my Quiet Riot album until you start to bleed.
Also, what is this new Matt Groening series you're talking about there?
Is that the one where they're doing the sort of where they kind of went off Bender's game and they're doing the fantasy comedy series.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of like in the thing of Futurama, except it's fantasy.
Because I loved Bender's Game. That one was probably the best of the,
Oh, that
the
was-
16.
Oh,
issues.
Miss Beardy, you're upset it didn't call the dinosaurs the real name when it didn't have fucking scientific names back there in the age of the dinosaurs? Latin didn't exist, miss.
It still could have been a little more educational, but as a kid who could point to everything, I was that kid.
This was
that knew
before
what a
Jurassic
Parasaurolophus
Park.
was.
Even Steven Spielberg, when he worked on that film, didn't have the education that he did for it.
When Land Before Time, well, when did Land Before Time came out? I know when I saw it, but that may not have been.
88, I believe.
Oh, okay, that was before my time, but they did still have names for these things. So that's back when they still thought Brontosaurus was a thing, which was actually a big mistake.
It's actually back now. They gave it a subspecies name.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, they actually found out that the Brachiosaurus actually has a subspecies, another one that's a subspecies. So they went ahead and they said, you know what? Let's give a Brontosaurus that name.
Okay, I'll go look at that and see if that's true. But I know that there's the Apatosaurus that is,
Which is not even remotely related.
yeah, that's. I know it's not. It's not even laid out the same. Like the Brachiosaurs were more upright. I mean, like their necks were up. They and they even stood on their hind legs to reach certain branches and stuff. This is boring. Why am I talking about this?
Because dinosaurs are fucking cool.
They are. They
But
are.
Jurassic World can go fuck itself.
Dino saucers.
Dinosaurs!
Dinosaurs!
I blame
awesome.
Unknown Archive and the dump for having that fucking dinosaur stuck in my head all the time.
But what was I talking about? How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah. Well, they.
Yeah. What?
One of the main things is that the main dragon that the main character captures in the first one that gets trained in that series is they call it a Night Fury because it comes at night and it's furious as all fucking hell. It was considered one of the most dangerous ones before he trains it. But the thing about it is that Night Furies are like super ultra rare. Like through the TV show, they don't appear. Throughout the movies, they so far don't appear. And the third one, he actually does find at least one other of the species, and it's a white female. Now these are reptiles, mind you. They actually straight up say dragons are reptiles, or not some thing of their own species.
Michael Hatfield.
So a bunch of people on Twitter freaked the fuck out and got all pissy because the other one was a female and it's an implied love interest for Toothless, the Night Fury. And I'm like, what did you expect? A reptile to have homosexual tendencies?
Apparently, yes.
It's one of the last of the species. Why would you not want it to have a fucking female?
Yeah, let them repopulate, and then you go into incest, unfortunately. But at least let those two have a thing.
Movie. Enough with the bullshit faggotry and everything.
Yeah.
Like I could. Now I'm using the word.
Your voice got really high.
Now I'm using the word fag and everything like that. But don't get me wrong. I don't hate like gay people. But I will say something against faggotry if it's just being fucking annoying. That's how I roll.
And now I have not seen How to Train Your Dragon, but I have seen Pip the Magic Dragon.
You're a faggot.
No, tell him what it is.
No, Pip the Magic Dragon, he's a magician from England. And he comes out in a really crappy dragon costume. But he's hilarious. I suggest. Nobody likes magic.
I do.
Don't watch it.
I'm okay with magic.
Magic tricks are cool. Of course, Beard hates it.
Mages must be destroyed.
Wait a minute, you work for
Mage.
Magog.
I don't work for Magog. I work with him on occasion.
Yes. Is that coming back? And is everything good for it coming back in June? By the way,
SideQuest is coming back in June. It's literally just
tomorrow.
No, not tomorrow. Unfortunately.
Okay.
It's going to be coming back on the 18th.
I actually got a
awesome.
video paused on my Xbox right now.
Yeah,
I was just watching it before we started.
We're doing a party to show off the new format on the 11th, and then the fall next week. And then after that, we're back in it fully. We're going to introduce our new co-hosts and go right the fuck into it. Everything's changed. fucking.
I am
everything.
stoked.
Oh wow.
I'm excited to see what you guys have for us. I know whatever it is, it's gonna be great. I have complete faith in you guys. You have me fucking hooked. So
It's gonna be
I've really
fun.
needed it.
And
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
Hawk Silk, even Magog, I will destroy him one of these days.
You're just
Are you
waiting for him to
protecting
get-
the earth?
No, fuck that noise. I just hate mages.
Oh, it's free. Oh, it's
Especially
free.
after when he defiled your shed.
Yeah,
Hawk Silk,
yeah.
it is about time. He and I both feel the same way about that one. Yeah, no, the woodshed gag was so much fun for so long.
Oh, it
still
was.
have the
That was a
dog
lot of
sled.
fun. I loved that.
I haven't introduced the dog. Like I put the dog sled in the one episode, and then I didn't really use it much again. But it's because I tried to ride it down a rocky hill, and it didn't hold together too well. It's still in one piece. It just didn't like me trying to ride it down a fucking rocky hill. So next winter, it's going to start appearing in episodes again, but I can't do shit with it until it's fucking snowy and icy out again.
You Canadians and your fucking snow.
I'm on top of a mountain. It's going to snow. It's what it does.
Yeah. Is it always fucking cold there?
No, fuck. It's a temperate subtropical environment out here. It's fucking glorious. Everybody bitches about the heat in Texas, and it's about the same up here most year round. Except during the wintertime, because of our altitude, we get a shitload of snow. But we get all of the warm winds from the Pacific coming up onto this little island. It's fucking great here. At least in the southern half, anyways.
Oh, okay.
See.
Oh, you're in that part of the Northwest that's technically part of a rainforest, aren't you?
Yep, I'm at the very base of the Great Bear Rainforest.
Do you hunt?
That's really weird.
Not currently, but it is on the agenda.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Recently, I picked up deer hunting because I finally have a chance to go in my life, though I've hunted small game, and I was actually intending on going to the archery range today and try out my bow and get it sighted in. It was just so fucking hot and humid outside. I was just like, fuck it. Because I live in Alabama. You want to talk about subtropical heat? Holy fucking shit! Like,
yeah, I need to pull out my PVC bow again.
PVC bow? My grandmother, no shit, when I was a kid, took my brother and myself out to go and make bows out of fucking random ass trees that we cut down, like branches, about the right size.
Best.
Make them by ourselves.
Hot. It gets to about 100 degrees Fahrenheit on the average summer day up here.
Damn.
God.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
What about the humidity?
I'm on the ocean. It's always humid. Humidity on the low days around 60%. On the average day, it's between 80 and 90.
Yeah.
See, I can't deal with anything over about 75. We went to a Metallica show last year in Florida in the middle of summer, and it really sucked because there was two bands that I didn't like that came out before them. And then we had to retreat to the back right before Metallica came on because it was so hot. We were up in the front, but it got so crowded, it was so hot, I was fucking miserable.
Both of us were dying.
Yeah, even he was dying, and I'm heat sensitive because I have a fucking illness. I have a disease that makes me heat sensitive and other shit.
I slightly am heat sensitive, as I came very close to having heat stroke years ago.
I'm not. I just sweat a lot.
Mrs. Beardy and I are both fucking weak as shit in the heat, but
yeah,
that's why all my filming tends to happen between 6:30 and 9 in the morning.
Wow, yeah, I don't blame you though. It's miserable. I mean,
the costume is so hot. All the fur padding.
I can imagine.
I've upgraded. There's new gear that's coming out, but holy fuck, the old shit is so goddamn warm.
Yeah, Undead Otter, he understands. Biloxi, Mississippi. Yeah, during the Southeast, it turns into fucking South Vietnam down here, doesn't it?
Yeah, Alabama. I came from, I grew up in Pell City, Alabama, but before I moved, I lived in Anniston, Alabama, which is like Pell City, but poorer. So it was hot as shit. It was miserable. It was, you know what I'm talking about, Jag. You've been to Pell City.
Yeah, Pell City sucks.
Not as much as Anniston.
Well, not as much as Gadsden, which has the worst goddamn traffic on earth.
Oh, fuck yeah, it does. I used to cop out there. Man, it was miserable.
When I go through Gadsden, I always keep my fucking pistol right on the dashboard because I know I'm eventually going to use it on somebody.
Yep. I saw a list of most drug-addicted cities and towns per capita, and Anniston and Gadsden were both fucking up there. We're in Alabama, Undead Otter. I would like to know.
Before I had my heat stroke thing. I used to be able to drive through the middle of summer with the heat blasting in the car. But with my old 1988 Lincoln Town car, kind of had to blast the heat so it wouldn't overheat.
Wetumpka?
That's really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know where Wetumpka is.
Yeah.
That's not too far from you, Jag.
Yeah, it's not too far. Though I was originally raised in, I actually moved to Jacksonville around the in the Calhoun County area.
Yeah, it is.
Which I moved down here when I went to college in 2011 at JSU, but I'm originally from Decatur and Huntsville, which Tennessee River area city. So but yeah, I actually work in warehouses and stuff like that. So I've kind of gotten used to the heat because a lot of times I'll actually wear long jeans and shit like that in these warehouses that have poor ventilation, high humidity, and high heat. So I kind of got used to it. But, if it's on my weekend and I'm going to try and, go out and get my bow in and I'm going to be sweating and everything like that, I'd rather just pick a cooler day because I got time before hunting season starts.
At least hunting season is when it's cool. I mean, you're talking about deer season anyway. That's one thing I always loved about it.
It's cooler-ish. I mean, the first hunting season in Alabama is actually dove season. They actually moved it up. It starts in mid-September now, and it's horrible every time. Nothing flies, so you don't get anything on the first day until it starts at 12. You got to get your spot at before 12, so you're out there from 11, and they don't start flying until probably about 7. So you're sitting out there, and it's just fucking horrible.
Yes, please hit that like button or dislike button. I really don't care which one. Either way, it helps.
Yeah, I think either one helps our channel and the algorithm.
It's just interaction, period. That's all that they're looking for.
Yeah. So I got a friend. I told him, hey, we don't have any dislikes, and he's kind of like a troll or whatever. So he got on 10 ults and disliked one of our videos 10 times. I was like, he doesn't know he's helping, but I'm just gonna let him think he's helping.
People think dislikes actually do shit on YouTube.
Yeah, like somebody was saying, oh, go dislike old Steve Shy's videos because he'll still see it. Ha ha ha.
If dislikes did shit on YouTube, it would be amazing because half the shit they politically push gets mostly dislikes.
Yeah, and it still matters, and people don't realize they're still helping the fucking channel, even if it has a huge dislike ratio. And I've never had dove. My family fucking tricked me into eating squirrel one time. And
Squirrel is delicious.
It's stringy as fuck. What's wrong with you?
Cook it right. That's all I gotta say. Cook it right.
I had it. I had it as barbecue. What happened was I had a stepdad.
Did they marinate it for a day?
No.
That's where they fucked up.
I had a stepdad, and he had a kid. Now that kid idolized me. He was a super sweet kid. But he shot a squirrel, and his dad wanted to teach him that if you kill something, you should eat it. Don't shoot anything you don't want to eat, is what he said. So he made he served up the squirrel, and we all ate it, and he would not tell me what. That's next door the bearded. That's great.
Yeah, raccoon is good. It's just I don't trust to cook it. I have to find someone who knows how to cook it because more than any other animal, raccoon will give you a fucking parasite.
Oh yes, yeah, more than pork even.
It is delicious though. It is good.
The only time I had squirrel was in a stew, and I absolutely hated it.
You had it in a stew?
Yeah, squirrel stew.
That sounds even worse. No, I mean I ate alligator jerky over the winter. That was great.
Please. I've eaten rattlesnake.
Hey, you know what? When I was a kid, I'd spend all day playing out in the woods. You would find rattlesnakes out where I was because we had 50 acres of woods that we owned. So you know what I had? I had a sharp stick. When I found a rattlesnake, I'd spear that motherfucker. And then one time, I took one home to my granddad, and he showed me how to skin it, and I skinned the son of a bitch. I was 8.
I got a boner now.
I was 8. So don't fuck with me about fucking rattlesnakes. Ooh, I killed one with a stick at 8 years old. I used to go outside barefoot and play with all kinds in the woods with all kinds of briars. I like to be barefoot because I like to climb trees. I like to climb rocks, and that's hard to do with shoes on. I have very prehensile toes, so I like to be able to grip everything that I climbed. And
I am loving this chat. Look at this conversation. We used
these guys are great.
used to eat bear. Nothing tastes as good as bison. You know what? This is why we gave you guys wrenches. You guys are fucking awesome.
Yeah. These guys are the real OGs.
I don't detect a single ounce of bitch in this comment section.
In case Mr. Mediker is listening, our bassist Jag just admitted to getting a boner from Misty when she was 8 years old.
He's a pedophile.
The idea of her being a rattlesnake killing badass, not the age. You fucking pervert.
And picking briars out of my feet when I came back from playing outside. Every time I would come down or come into the house, sit down, start picking out briars because I'd get them in my feet and I just keep going. I didn't care.
Oh, great. This
Beardbarian.
Beardbarian's being a bitch in the fucking chat.
I had to fucking ruin it.
Ban this guy.
Nah, every chat room needs a dickhead.
Yeah, it needs a contrarian, but Buffalo Burger is like better than sex. Squidoo, absolutely right. There was one place.
Eating a Buffalo Burger while having sex, you can't beat that.
No, Mrs. Beardy like thorns, and some of these fuckers for like 3 inches long. Jamie, we all know that's you. Thrash metal assault.
See, now you're getting banned. Nah, I won't. But you're not getting a wrench. Fuck you.
That's missing.
Okay, you're getting a wrench.
Yeah, you two. I can see you two as a pair because she's as much of a smartass as you, and I love it.
She can put up with all my fucking shenanigans. The woman rolls with my spontaneous stupidity very well.
Now, going off of what Jameson said, Mr. Mediker, if you're watching, go do a video on Josh Whedon, please, because I fucking hate that cunt.
I got a couple of people I could show to Mediker. That would be amazing. Remember back when we had MM? Remember that Manscooter guy? Yeah, that guy. I bet he'd have a good time with him. But
I'm pretty sure there's one leftover guy from MM who I may actually have to kill in the future. You didn't hear that from me, FBI.
Who?
You know who.
Oh, who cares? I think it's hilarious, the whole thing. So we had a debate group on Facebook, and it was originally created by me and another chick, and eventually I just got bored of it. I just got bored of it. I didn't even want to look at it. It was just stupid. You know, we had a rule in there like don't insult somebody without adding an argument to it. We don't care if you call somebody a motherfucker or a dumb cunt or whatever. Just give an argument before it. It wasn't to keep people from fighting or anything. It was just to make the conversations good. That's all we wanted. So we would look over it sometimes. And everybody was like, oh, you have a conservative bias because you only kick the liberals out. No, we did kick out some conservatives, number one. Number two, the liberals were the ones who were doing it the most. They were the ones who resorted to attacking people the most. Is that my fault? No.
Oh my God, the political side that almost never has an argument can't ever provide an argument.
Yeah, and we got so many complaints that we never gave Jag a warning or kicked him out or anything.
No, I got several warnings.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, you did? I don't remember.
I got several, and
but we let it go. We would let it go. We figured it was long enough for us to forget about it. It was long enough for it not to matter. So that's kind of what we did. And we eventually started writing them down toward the end, and then everybody really got mad. So we were like, you know what? First of all, Megan ran away. Oh, I said her name. Oh, well. The chick. Yeah, she ran away, or she had a disagreement over something, and she left the group over it. She'd been getting more and more crazy. And I said, what's the deal? And I don't know. She'd been going more and more and more through just self-destruction and stuff as bad as what I used to do. Not drugs, but just her lifestyle in general.
Not to steal a line from Samantha B, but let's just cut to the chase and just shorten and just say she was slowly turning into a cunt.
I'm not going to say that because I used to have some
because I did. I already did, so whatever.
That sort of the bearded, I agree with you. That's kind of how I looked at it too.
But that's something that led to the demise of that group, and then someone that is unnamed started up a quote-unquote fan group of hating on all the admins and our
friends too, and our immediate friends, our closest friends. And they they invited some of us into it to make us mad or whatever, but I actually think it's really funny. They never invited me in, though. That's the only thing I'm disappointed about. Why did all my friends get invited to the party? Why did I get left out?
Yeah, they invited me, but I don't know. I didn't stay.
Yeah. I blocked them. It's like I just got tired of it. It just got really boring.
I didn't block them. I was like, yeah.
Well,
You know,
I blocked them
thought it was funny.
because they kept wanting to bring it into shit that wasn't involved. And once it starts interfering with me being able to live my life, that's when I start putting the block button on. I mean, if it's just opinions or whatever, you know, I don't give a shit. But once you start interfering with my life, that's just when you start annoying me. Like, I want to have threads and don't keep it. Whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Know what I mean?
Jeg, look down at the subscribe button on our channel.
Hold on a sec.
Look at the number next to it. You guys, I love you guys.
Yes, thank you very much.
I love you. We will continue to bring you great random ass off the wall chats.
I'm not seeing the subscribe. Hold on a sec.
It's just subscribed. I'm not on admin either. I'm on Toxo, my Toxo account.
No,
Yeah,
I'm on the admin page, so I don't get the subscribe button. I see the edit video.
There's a 52 next to it. So
Ooh,
thank you.
nice.
You're at 57.
Wow.
Just not
Wow.
yet updated for you yet. Congratulations.
We might have
Thank
to do
you.
this show a lot more. They like
Beard.
us.
Beard, you are the tits. I just want to say, you are amazing. Thank you.
As Razor Fist would
It
say,
has
you
nothing to
are
do with
the
me.
titties.
You guys made some badass stuff, and these people came because of that.
Wow, I am honored. I am very honored. Thank you so much.
Well, I
It
hope
was
you're
me-
entertained by our retardation of a podcast, but we try.
Hey, if they like what I do, they're gonna like anything retarded.
Are you not entertained?
I love that movie.
Yeah, me too. In my opinion, those are two of the best. Or that's one of the best, and the other one is Braveheart. Braveheart and Gladiator are two of my favorite.
I appreciate Braveheart. I can never really get into it. I love Gladiator, but probably my favorite historical fiction movie, Master and Commander.
Yes.
I haven't
yes.
seen it.
Oh, you have to. It's
Okay.
great.
That movie is so good. I'm trying to hunt down the entire book collection it's based on.
Wow, really?
Oh, if you love like old, Navy adventure and tall ships and stuff like that, you will love Master and Commander. It is one of the greatest fucking movies ever made. It would have swept the Oscars in 2003, except for the fact of the competition it was up against. What came out in 2003 that may have prevented it from getting 9 to 11 Oscars?
Didn't Spider-Man come out in 2003? Or was that 2002?
That was 2002.
Okay, I don't know.
2003. It was third in a series.
Oh,
It was one of the first movies outside of Titanic to make $1 billion.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
Yeah,
If that movie hadn't came out, I guarantee Master and Commander would have fucking.
Oh yeah,
sweeped
that was
it.
the year that Chicago came out. It won a shitload of things.
yeah.
Mile
I never-
dropped, and
That
that won
too.
a whole bunch.
That was a bad
no
year.
One cared
for-
about. No one cared about
anything.
Chicago.
The Oscars did. They won
yeah.
a lot of fucking awards. I did like that movie, but I really didn't like it when it came out. That I will admit.
It's okay. I can't say it's left an impact on me.
Squeedoo, I need to know, what game were you playing?
Yeah, what game were you playing?
I need to know if you need to fuck off this chat and go back to playing it.
If it's got a pause button, it should be all right.
I don't care if it has a pause button.
We've been playing the old school, like the OG Roller Coaster Tycoon lately, and
Oh,
I've forgotten
that's
how
good
fun it is just to be a monster. Just
people
kill
and
people.
just-
Yep.
Yeah, starve
Well-
them to death, make them piss themselves into oblivion.
I've been playing. I got into Dota because the guys that hang out on Drop Dead Cynical, Adam and all them. They got me into Dota too, which is kind of like League of Legends, except a lot
it
less
is a lot
fucking
like it.
autistic and and in my opinion, it is a lot easier to get into.
Dota 2
Yeah.
looked cooler to me than League of Legends by far. And I had an ex that played League of Legends, so I just kind of hate it just because of that.
Yeah,
I-
Dota 2 allows you to customize your build a lot more and not have people bitching that you're playing the character wrong.
I have
But,
never. Sorry, I have never heard of Stellaris, but I'm Googling it right now, and it looks pretty fucking cool.
And Mrs. Beardy, love Neverwinter Nights.
It's funny because she's playing my copy of it. It's only like $22 right now. The enhanced edition, which works on Windows 10 on Steam.
You know what's a lot of fun? One time I got everybody's gonna shame me for forgetting, but the Tiger Demons. I forget what they're called. It's been a long time. I haven't played D&D since I was like a teenager.
No clue. I'm just trying to encourage you to get the game and join Mrs. Beardy and play it online so we can.
That would be fucking cool. I've never played it online, so that would be a lot of fun. But
you gotta.
I downloaded a mod that lets you play as the Tiger Demons, and it was hilarious. I was running around killing everybody, and there was Rakasha. That's it. There was no fucking difficulty at all. Everyone was just an ant to me. I was just going around murdering every NPC in sight. I got in all kinds of trouble, and like eventually the entire town decided I needed to die, and it was really fun. It was great.
Other games that I've been playing, right before this, I was actually playing The Hunter Call of the Wild, which is a sequel to the Hunter simulator game, except this one doesn't actually have all that bullshit, premium purchase stuff that makes the other game just straight unplayable.
Ugh, I hate that. My dad went and got addicted to some fucking phone game that's play to win, and it's funny because he's like, hey, I don't have a Gmail. Can I use your Gmail? I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And I gave him my real Gmail, not this one. And now I get all the emails of his receipts.
Oh,
and
God.
I just go to my mom and I'm like, hey, Mom, he's spending a shit ton on that game again. So I get to rat out my dad. It's fun.
See, nobody knows the games that
Kill Them All
playing.
Run When.
I play.
Oh, that would be cool.
I still play SNES games and a shit ton of mods.
Hey, what do we do some game stream stuff? The chat's kind of, or at least Hawk Silk is talking about it. What do you think? That could be fun. We both played some video games. I mean,
I can stream some Dota. I play Deliverance every now and then. World of Tanks. All that shit.
We got to obviously do commentary, but yeah, that could be fun.
Well, you record the in-game stuff, especially with the guys I play. There won't be any dead air.
Oh yeah, I bet that could be a lot.
It'll probably be some of the funniest shit you've ever heard too.
And New Vegas, yes,
yeah,
that is a
New Vegas is great.
Yeah, Jameson plays a lot of this.
Brad still had RPG elements.
Brad Young, try some hacks. He's gotten into those a lot lately. I hadn't really played any, and they're really cool.
Yeah, I've got some Zelda and Super Metroid hacks.
I'm more of a PC person, Brad.
And also
both.
some games that never made it to the US, like Terranigma and the Japanese version of what's it called? Earthbound. I'm staring at the box and I couldn't figure out what the hell the name was. So it's got all the Japanese stuff that was originally in the game that was cut out, for the US release.
Been revisiting Oblivion there, Penguin. A lot of people have actually been telling me to revisit, or I guess in my case, go back to Daggerfall and Morrowind.
Oh, Morrowind was great. That's when I first picked up the series. A friend of mine played it.
I believe that is the second Elder Scrolls game, which is actually the largest video game.
Yeah, that's true.
Bigger than
Skyrim or the new Zelda or anything.
I did the artwork for Jason Ballara's Until We Win video for that. And I'm also doing the one that he's doing for Morrowind too. So keep an eye out for that.
It even has a bigger map than that one game with the over trillion planets that horribly failed. It's a bigger map than that.
What was that? I know exactly the one you're talking about. The one that just every single planet was really just different color palettes of the same fucking planet.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh man, Jameson, they're talking about Super
Sky.
Mario. They're talking about Super Mario. Tell the chat about when we played Super Mario Wii.
So Misty and I, we used to play Super Mario Wii, and we got all the way up to Bowser. I actually rage quitted because somebody couldn't stop hitting the bubble thing, and then it would end up killing me, or we'd jump up on each other and
Or
we'd both
bump each
just
other off.
die, and we could never beat it because that kept happening.
Tell him about some ROM hacks, Brad, because he's asking
some
about
ROM hacks. So there's a lot of ROM hacks. So if you want to go for like a Zelda game, there's a ROM hack called Parallel Worlds, which is extremely difficult. I'm dumb, and I actually buy the cartridges. You can just Google it and find a few companies that actually make the cartridges and box art and manuals and shit. And I play them on the console because most of them only work for the original console. Won't work for the stuff like the I forgot what they're called, but the emulator consoles. So there's Parallel Worlds. There's one that's absolutely amazing, made by the same people, that is Conquer. It's a Conquer game based off of Zelda: A Link to the Past. It's absolutely amazing. Then there's also, with Super Metroid, there's Super Zero Mission, which is supposed to be kind of like the first game, but done in the Super Metroid style. That's considered to be one of the best. You've also got stuff like Hyper Metroid, which I haven't gotten to play yet, which I've heard is also one of the best. Then there's also fan translations like Terranigma, which is the third game made by, I forget what the company is. Enix, I think, made them. Maybe it was Square. It was one of the two.
Or Square Enix.
No,
that was before Square
before.
Enix. Yeah, it was one of the two there.
So it would go Soul Blazer, Illusion of Gaia, and then Terranigma, which is absolutely amazing. So there, you can look up that stuff and find it if you want.
So
maybe type it out in the chat, maybe, so you have the list with the words on it, because people are going to remember all of that shit you just said.
I'm actually gonna repeat everything that I heard from that, and this is what I got. Tappity tap 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 tap, motherfucking tap tap tap.
Sorry about that. He's typing it out right now.
There's a website that you can go to, romhacking.net, and that's just got a huge fucking list of ROM hacks. What you got to do is you got to find the right ROM, and then you got to patch it. But they explain how to tappity tappity tap tap tap. They explain how to do all of it, and then you just pick your emulator.
I'm trying to tap more softly.
Who is it? Is it in here? Original Nintendo, when it came out, I was about 7. Undead Otter. Did you have Ninja Gaiden? Who here had Ninja Gaiden on the original NES?
I did.
I actually did not.
You're not a badass gamer until you played Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah. I have played it, and I rage quit.
Really?
You're not a real gaming badass till you've played Popeye on the ColecoVision.
Oh my god.
It's a terrible game. Don't do it.
You know what game made me fucking rage?
So is E.T., but I played that game. Like, I just know the legends about it, and I was like, you know what? Let's try some E.T.
Oh,
and
E.T.
it sucks.
Yeah.
Well,
AVGN was completely right about it.
Well, let me ask you, have you played Indiana Jones? What's the name of the first one? I can't think of it now.
Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Yes. Have you played that for Atari?
No.
No, I never had an Atari.
I never had one.
I was born in '93. It was an amazing feat that I had an NES.
It's an amazing feat that you're potty trained.
Oh.
It's exactly like E.T., but for some reason, Raiders of the Lost Ark was, people loved the game but hated E.T., even though they're very similar, actually.
Yeah, same movie director and everything.
And the problem is, you need to read the instruction book. so you know what the hell to do. And I think it's just people didn't do that, so it was a huge failure. But you know, Raiders of the Lost Ark is just as cryptic as E.T.
Yeah, I hate all that cryptic shit. Really, really I do. But the game that made me rage was the Gargoyles game for Sega. Has anyone here played that?
I believe I have a long time ago.
It is a miserable bastard.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Yes. There's one part where you have to, there's two walls parallel. You have to jump back and forth between them because there's fire spikes, people shooting arrows at you, people boiling oil down at different intervals. And you just have to keep jumping back and forth. But it's a long ass fucking climb. And one little accident and you fall all the way down to the bottom with less health than you had before. And you just have to keep trying, and it's a miserable fucking grind, and it sucks. God damn it. I have rage quit that. And then once you beat that, you go on to the boss that is literally fucking Loki, right? And he's just slinging goddamn lightning down at you, and you're gonna die. He kills you in 2 hits. And the only way you can even beat this, as far as I know, is there's one little trick spot where you can stand. It's like right under him to a certain angle. I forget what exactly it is. It's been a long time. But he will kill your ass. I mean, it's, you get all that way, and then you lose to the unbeatable god, and you die. And then you get to the second level, and it's all lava. Good luck with that.
I haven't even made it.
You should try Takeshi's challenge. Watch the JonTron video on that.
It's miserable. It's absolutely miserable. Another game that's a lot of fun, even though it's hard, is Get Over It. Has anybody here played Get Over It? Oh, yes. I love the old Lion King game, too. A lot of people say it's hard, but I don't really think it's that hard. Maybe it's because I played it my whole life, Mrs. Beardy. I mean, I was a big Lion King freak when I was a kid, so I had to beat the game.
For a second, I thought instead of Get Over It, you said Ghetto Ferret. And I'm like, that's a game I'm missing from my life.
Ghetto Ferret. I fucking play the shit out of that.
I hate to say it, guys, but I'm starting to fade fast after the long workday, so I'm gonna have to drop out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. About run
we've been going for over 2 hours.
Yeah,
so.
that was the limit I prepared myself for. And now I'm pooped.
Yeah.
But this has been fucking fantastic. We definitely have to do it again.
Oh, hell
All
yeah,
right.
dude.
All right, we will discuss Ghetto Ferret next time.
Yes. So, farewell, brides and bastards. We've had fun. Thank you for showing up and keeping our chat lively. And
thank you for the fucking subs. God damn.
yes.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you very much. And
this is incredible.
And Kathleen Kennedy can go fuck herself.
Amen. All right, guys. Have a great night and tune in next time for the Ghetto Ferret.
yes.
All right. We love you, dudes. Good night.
Good night.